Fine, no bucket. Watch your love for like it. Why not more? Your body, check it. Bush it ready, yeah, imade. Double see kilo fe. Why now?
What surprise! Surprise!
Back to the intro.
Done slid in.
Man, look, I was rushing. I was like, I'm still looking at the bus driver, like, you drive faster, please. Like,
hostile, baby. Look at you. You bright and early
on fucking time. Look at you go.
Oh, we all got our bushy tail.
You get cookie points for that.
Sal, where was you at last night? I was on HNIC. I missed you last night. But it's okay. It's all right. I will forgive you for not being there. How was everyone? We had a week off, so
I missed you guys so much.
Fucking adult, tiring.
Oh
life is life, huh? That's all I can say.
It's okay. You saw Megan yesterday. I saw Megan yesterday. So
I saw Megan last week.
I know.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Fill us in on your Megan shenanigans.
Oh my. Let me just say, don't ever feel bad going to a concert by yourself, okay? Because all the concerts I've been to that I go to now, like I got tickets for the rest of the year for concerts I want to go to. Chris, Usher, Missy Elliott, and shits and gigs. I'm going by myself to these things, and let me just say, fellas, do it. Go to see Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla by yourself because there's going to be so many women.
Ours was a lot of men actually. We had men and women.
Let me just say,
a lot.
Them women they was scouting.
They enjoy the contest.
Like the ones next to me was like, "You're here by yourself?" I said, "Yeah, I always go to concerts by myself." They was like, "Really? What other concerts are you going to?" I said, "Well, I'm going to see Chris Brown next month." She's like, "Oh, I'll be there too. Maybe we should exchange numbers." And I'm like, "Okay, all right." And then like where I'm standing, like in my section, it was like all women. So I'm standing there like by the steps I'm at the edge of the row, right? So I can easily go get me a drink because the bar was like right outside my section. And literally all the women kept coming down to right where I was sitting just to twerk and dance and take pictures. Wow. This whole arena.
I can't be that.
It's just like the girls, the gays, and the cosplays showed up. I had a great time. Glow fine as hell. Glow fine as hell. Let me tell you, I love me a good time boy. She fine as hell.
Yeah.
And she short.
Is she short? She seemed tall. She looked tall.
She does seem tall.
Yeah. Who, Meg?
No, Glow.
Glow.
I am jealous of New York. They got to see Cardi.
I know.
I was mad.
I'm so jealous. I'm like, that's not fair.
You know, Cardi won't come to the biggest.
Glorilla 5'6". Me and her the same height. That's what's up. Let's go.
Okay.
But it was worth it. And if you want to see Megan Thee Stallion, please dress in your sexiest, skimpiest, nakedest, most cosplay or regular clothes ever, because the cheeks and skin was out. You would have thought it was 95 degrees at nighttime outside, and it was only in the 70s, but they was naked. Okay, that's
crazy.
They was naked.
Hey, Britt, welcome.
Hey, Britt.
Hotties was in attendance, and Jazz, you went to go see her too.
Oh yeah. I was screaming at my wife the whole time. Hoping she would notice me all the way from section 103. Like, that's too much. I was like, I love you, baby. She didn't even know, but it's fine. I support her, of course, and Glow. They killed it. They did a great show. I'm happy. Like, it was just, they were very good performing. I love the little dance contest that they had.
Yeah, the little twerk contest.
Yeah, they were. I was like, okay, and all the cosplays were there. I think I saw like one Kagome. I almost went nuts. I was like, Kagome, and a lot of Gojos, a lot of all that, and they had a Todoroki cowgirl, that was on the stage.
It was a lot
with the Pikachu. That was the one. The Pikachu though. I was like, she's adorable.
Jason. Welcome. Jason done came over here from HNIC.
What's going on?
Listen, when y'all was talking about Cardi being at the one in New York, I'm like, oh, because Cardi always reminds me of Hood Lucille Ball, and I love it. I love it so. Like, I love her whole aesthetic, everything, her voice.
Mhm.
I have such a crush on Cardi.
Yeah.
Nah, Glow
I love
was fine. Yeah. Look, hello,
Lucille
solo.
Ball.
A little dance she was trying to do at the end of the concert. I was like, help her, Jesus.
No. I was mad though.
Nigga, she's so a nigga. Like it's so funny.
But it's
Cardi got a incoming. Just keep your eye out for a second. Boop, boop, boop.
But yeah, we had a good
I'm
time.
working overtime today.
Yeah.
I'm on the show, and I'm running backstage. I can't be dropped today, fellas. I'm untouchable. Only way I can drop is if I drop my.
Are you?
And that's the only way it can ever happen.
I'm cracking up.
Oh,
Yes, Meg for her first tour, I applaud her. It was such a great show. Like you would think, artists on their first tour, there'd be a little, no, it was a perfect show. Like nothing bad happened. Like between lights, electronics, visuals, music.
Y'all gonna have to scoot over because we got someone coming through. Make room.
Hey.
Slide on over.
Miss Sexy Voice herself, okay? Yes.
Hello, everyone.
Yo,
That's
what's
awesome.
up?
It's good to see you, Foxy.
Yes. BK and her gonna be having it out with the silky smooth voice
silky
tonight.
I mean, you can't have a voice channel without a sexy voice. It's the voice episode, right?
Oh my God, stop.
We're gonna have some
Ain't
readings
trying to
done
get
tonight.
in right now. I mean,
To
just
make your
saying.
voice, baby, to make your voice.
Dramatic readings.
And I believe I know how to make
More
people
Playboy
moist.
magazines.
My past weekend. Let me just say I had a nerdy ass, good ass weekend, okay?
Love that for you.
Yes, welcome, Joey. Yes. Sal, you said Sexy Red gonna be a wrestler.
What? No,
I'm
she's gonna be
over it.
Nah.
she gonna be in TNA or something because
You fucking twig.
she ain't making a WWE.
I don't know.
I'm tired of her. Can we end Sexy Red? Is what I want to say.
She should be a spokesperson for Planned
Please.
Parenthood about getting tested because she just
Out of
Seriously.
my misery.
She just
I feel
had a
like if
baby.
she gets-
She should be STD free. I would imagine.
people have babies
Wrong.
with STDs. She was like a walking one, but
Damn. Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to Unicorn Straight No Chaser, where you come for the shenanigans, but you stay for the debauchery. All right. We definitely got some debauchery later on. We are going to be talking about people who have a kink for a sexy fucking voice, something to make you moist, okay? And we have two of the smoothest voices here on the panel with Foxy Roxy, who is known as the voice, and we got BKE, who always getting you out of your panties and your
boxers.
your boxer briefs, not the
Whatever you got
boxer
on.
briefs. That's what we want.
Boxer briefs are good, but the boxers be hiding the monsters.
Not the monsters. It's kaiju's in them boxers.
Kaiju in the
Tonight,
boxers.
Cardi? What's your name today, Cardi? Is it just
It says I'm not
Actually,
just the best.
I'm not just the best. So just to get you, just let you know that you're not getting top quality content today, because I am not just the best. So
I want to give a shout out to our editor, Just the Best. She is in the comments. She
just the best.
Yeah.
She's been in the hospital. She's in the hospital, but they finally let her go today, so she is home recuperating.
Woman, thou art
We
loose.
miss you.
let her loose.
And now we got our soft dom daddy controlling the stream tonight. His voice ain't that bad when he, concentrates and leans into
Yeah, when I get in the mood, it can come on. Man, I can get some tea.
I mean, this is the voice episode. You should turn on your soft. Turn on your soft dom daddy voice for the episode.
Oh my goodness. He could lean into the mic and he could put it on if he wants to.
I could, and that's the part of myself, Dom Daddy, because it's not always there. I'm not always in like the zone of domdom.
His voice is disgusting. Not just in the comments. Enough.
Damn.
Oh like, I can't even drop her out the comments. Like she always wins. Like, how do I beat that?
Look, she definitely like on her deathbed and was like, no, I'm going to be in the comments.
That's all I got. I feel like is she still controlling like the show partially?
She on her phone.
No, I swear to goodness, she logged in the stream on her phone and kicked me the fuck out. I'm done.
That will be an epic level drop.
If you make her mad enough, she probably will. She's going to use her last little bit of strength to log right in and drop your head. And I'll laugh.
She's like, yeah. I'm gonna get his ass.
Oh man.
Oh God. So before we get started,
Damn.
Oh no.
She's a damn menace. I can't.
That's the best.
Yes. Not our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, but just the best because she too is always right on time.
Right on time.
So before we get started, I'm gonna let my wonderful panel of unicorns run wild and introduce. No, we don't need Kurt.
Not you interrupted your speech to say that.
The whole spiel.
Kurt lost his unicorn privileges for a little while because the last time he came on here and he got too drunk and it was too much. It was too much going on. So he's banned.
It's an anthem after anthem after anthem.
Yeah, he is banned for a little while. I said, God damn, you came over here to fuck my shit up. Thank you.
Not you putting people on the naughty step. Good God.
That nigga's in the corner. He's in the corner with Jizzy. So
he the box with Jizzy.
That's the worst.
I hope you don't.
I need that in a picture form. I need that. If I can have a meme from now on. Time out, Jizzy corner.
Did he just jizz on
AI
Jizzy?
can make it happen. Mm-hmm. Somebody remind me in the chat later.
Kirkishi jizzing on Jizzy.
So close.
Kirkishi jizzing on
Like
Jizzy.
cardboard
His head
box.
just peeking out of the box.
Oh my God.
There's no way you get out of that box without something on you.
Ooh, look, I had a flashback. Who is dropping him? Is that Jess?
It's gotta be Jess. It's his face. It's his face. His face was like, because he said, "I can't get dropped all show." And now,
yo, she ran.
Yo, he looks so salty right there.
The fucking pettiness.
Oh my God.
On a sick bed.
Oh.
Fuck all
Lord. Oh, Lord. All right, y'all. So before we run wild, I'm gonna let my panel introduce themselves. She said she ran upstairs to her laptop to do this. That's unhinged.
I love that.
So petty.
Oh, I'm leaving third.
We're gonna start with the ladies, and since I'm no fucking lady, Foxy Roxy, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, this is Foxy Roxy, aka the voice known to make you moist, and I am so happy to be here with you lovely people this evening. So hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh, I'm so happy you joined us. Yes.
Thank you.
And Jazz.
It's me. Hey everybody, Giselle here, Jazz. I feel like everybody should know me a little bit by now. I'm online all the time now. Yeah, I don't know. Just here to rock out and talk about these fetishes, fancy fetish ladies. So let's get started.
And she is doing her pregame because she has her new podcast coming out.
Oh,
she has 2 of them, but specifically, go on, tell them, baby. Tell them about it.
Oh my gosh. So if you like spicy, sexy scenes and putting yourself as the characters, having very alpha moments or all that good schmutty stuff, spicy stuff, do it. You're going to join us. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how they should be doing things. Me, myself, since a lot of them are non-POC people, I put how I would act in this situation, especially smacking a motherfucker because you're going to give me what I want. Like, I don't need you. But yeah, join us. We're going to talk about spicy, smutty books. Our first one is about a adult retelling of Peter Pan. So I'm going to be posting more stuff about it, especially with audio, because I'm an audiobook girly. Trust me, the voices is voicing.
Okay.
I love the growl. I love all that good stuff. Tell me you're going to wreck me and I love it. It's fine.
Yes.
Let me say, I'm excited for this because I'm excited for this because Finding Neverland is one of my favorite movies, and it's the story and creation of Peter Pan, and like, so I love it. Like, you
definitely should, because in this series, I'll talk more about it later. But literally, one of the best things about it, Hook is in it later on. You find out that he's a bisexual man, and him at the last book now. He's fighting with two lovers, like of course, a man and a woman identifying. And it's the best throuple ever. But like, also like, that's mine. That's mine. He's like, I will literally wreck you all. Like, stop. Like, just stop it.
I'm sure he's doing something with that hook.
I was just
I'm sure.
Like
interchangeable hook.
Like, I'm gonna put this big ass dildo on this hook.
You won't take this.
Turn it into a
land.
I love
the dildo. Just take it off.
Baby
It's a way of fisting. You got a whole.
No, I think it's like Krog. Excuse me. And then it's like there's so many characters, really beautiful, and it's a reverse harem. So it's for the ladies, definitely for the ladies.
All right, Joey, I love you to death, but I do not have a gorgeous voice. I sound like a carburetor. Like, it's fine.
It's not. It is not that.
And her hard, sweet accent.
Wow. And it's okay. It's all right. But you know who does have a good voice? BKE. And apparently, he has a new podcast coming out too. So go on, introduce yourself, darling.
Hey, everybody. It's your boy BKE for life. You're acting, dancing. Oh, wow. I mean, I'm a slut on some days, but I'm a good slut. A slut that you'll love. You're acting, dancing, podcasting, streaming, jack of all trades, but a master of none. You're a super nerd. Yeah, I have a show coming out. It's a naughty by nature, it's me and Denzel. We're actually planned to start it next weekend on June 1st, the beginning of Pride Month. So yeah, it's gonna be just me and
Oh shit!
You're funny.
You made it.
You're funny. No, Denzel from HNIC.
Oh, hey, shout out to
Why am
Denzel.
I just hearing about this though?
Because we kept it under wraps.
Oh.
We wanted to. We kept it to ourselves, and
maybe y'all supposed to be under the unicorn universe. How dare you?
We still are. But it's just gonna be your different outtake on the show from your masculine, normal ass black bi niggas. It's us, and we're gonna just talk about things in our way, from our perspective, dealing with the world and being bisexual in all aspects and walks of life. And shout out to our thruples out there. Unicorns know what I'm talking about, but shout out to the thruples out there.
Double entendre. Yeah.
Man. But yeah, check us out. Y'all go see some promotion for like the next week because we about to go ham. We wanted to really wait to the last minute. So
Yeah.
But I love it. Congratulations. I'm excited.
I love that.
Seriously.
I know it's gonna be.
So tune in. Just watch two bad niggas. Just be regular niggas. And we ain't your stereotypes. We not your stereotypes.
Yes, get rid of the stereotypes. Exactly.
We are not your stereotypes. We are niggas at the end of the day.
And of course, we have the devil. He should be down below, but he's right next to me today. So.
It's your boy Digital Devil, aka King Blackstar, aka your not so friendly neighborhood tech guy. Putting digital hands and feet on people. I just got off of putting digital hands and feet on people. People get kicked in the face by Lily. And also I have realized that people don't know I'm really good at Pokemon. So you can also get it in the Pokemon streets as well. You get this exorcism from this So
PK face.
all right. I mean, I'm for it. Listen, I just need time, space, and opportunity.
Because if we set this up, we could battle right here on the show while we talk. We can and just have a separate screen to watch us battle.
No, I gotta set up the squad. I'm like, how am I gonna do this team? I mean, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I mean, the Ghost is kind of undefeated at this point, so
I got the perfect Pokemon for that.
And listen, he was complaining today. Yes, well, you missed it, Curtis. You missed it. She was in the comments running amok, dropping people like she's sick, right? Allegedly. Anyway, but yeah, Darius was complaining today that he don't have nobody to play games with us. You know, I ain't a gamer, so I can't help him.
No, I'm online. I've been playing against people online, but like me and my friends, we do play Tekken every now and then. But when we went to your party car, I was like, oh, I thought we was gonna play a little bit of, but nobody was. Everybody's kind of.
Are you gonna be at Blurred?
Yeah.
Bet I'm bringing my Switch.
All right, cool. I'll bring mine. Well, my non-hacked one. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joey. And Sal, you just like it because I sound like I might beat you up. I mean, it's fine. That's all it is. Light skin, you about to get dropped again if you don't be putting these comments up. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Are you sleep? You don't have your tequila. That's what's wrong. You're not.
I'm drinking water. This is horrible. I don't drink water ever. It's so goddamn hot.
Ty, if you are in the comments and you're watching somewhere, please bring this man some tequila because he's off without alcohol. So we need to get him. We need to get him going. Okay, light skin.
No, functional alcoholic, not a non-functional alcoholic. I need liquor to get me going.
Yeah, because I don't know what this is, but introduce yourself.
Fucking Mace World. Me and Mace. No, it's just fucking soft Dom Daddy here. And I'm ready to show.
Do the voice.
Do the voice. Yeah. Sure you right.
It's so low effort.
Sure you right.
No.
Sure you right.
Like, this is great. Like, he really has to be drinking or he's off. He performs.
I know.
Somebody Grubhub.
Right? He can't go too far, but he need a little buzz because
somebody Grubhub party some liquor.
Yeah, I mean, I had like 2 Coronas earlier, but now it's like,
No,
somebody go puff him some buzz balls.
Please send him some liquor.
If y'all watched the episode that we did for Carolyn's birthday stream, he was too drunk.
I'm still mad that I wasn't there.
I think I
wasn't there.
It was the most unhinged episode we have ever done, and I wanted to bite both of them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. That was a good time though.
Titties. It was a lot of titties. Carolyn almost showed
titties. They were like right here.
I was like, I said, baby, your belly button out. You got the. We about to get.
You know what? I'm tired of everything being on the East Coast. Matter of fact, I'm finna do my own shit in the Midwest.
You might as well come on over here with us.
Find me a good paying job. I might.
Somehow someone said I stood up and then the thing came out. I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, your dick did come out.
Oh wow.
Wow.
You showing everybody your dick.
Was that picture was supposed to be
fun. That's wild.
They had too much fun.
It didn't look like the snake, but it was probably the same color. That's all I'm saying.
You got a yellow dick? Okay.
Just because the snake is light skinned, that's some bullshit.
Well, most light skinned dudes I've been with, theirs is black, but if yours is yellow, it's cool.
You trying to get Pecan Sandy?
Jaundice.
Jaundice. Did you just
wow?
Disease?
That's why he gave me jaundice.
Horrible.
I think I got a new insult next time.
God.
Oh shit.
Nigga, you think you got jaundice.
I use that like 8 times a week. I swear to God. I love that fucking EV.
I'm breaking my laptop. We gotta go live at BlurredCon. I'm breaking my laptop. It has to happen.
It has to happen.
It has to happen.
We definitely should. That's something that's been needed.
I will be there Thursday too. Do a
Okay.
late
Friday
night
night.
Thursday. Ooh, day zero. Yes.
Yeah, I'm
day
trying to
zero
figure out whether
shenanigans
we're
be
going
popping.
Thursday or whether we're going down Friday. I don't know yet. You know, it's whichever the way the wind blows.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. So I think by now everyone has seen the Diddy apology.
Mm.
If
The
it's
album.
called
Yeah.
that, allegedly.
Right. So I literally didn't know what the hell I was doing until this morning. Because it's just been a lot of stuff going on. Life been life and social media been social media. And I was like, I don't want to do domestic violence because that's a little bit too heavy. It's a little bit too
Yeah.
heavy. But also, we are here to help people before we traumatize them and we make them, you know,
Is it
more.
traumatizing?
I mean, sometimes the sex topic is traumatizing.
Sex is traumatizing?
Well, depending on if you like earthworms in your urethra.
Oh, stop.
Now you know we talk about a lot of shit. So
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
Hmm.
God, that just ooh.
Look,
Just wiggling
I don't
My
even
soul.
talk about that.
You can't
it was
cuss out the
no,
Shaka
it was
Khan.
a thing. It happened.
Yeah.
Some people like
Shaka.
a little tickle on a pickle from a roach. It's a real
Please
thing.
no.
No.
Talk about UTIs. Oh my God. I thought.
Earthworm Jim. Oh my
Because you
God.
might as well mention Blue Waffle if you're gonna keep saying that.
Oh no. Oh God. No.
Mm.
I want to talk
Sal.
about good things. God dang it.
Sal.
Please.
So I say all that to say, I was like, still, we want to do a little, and this is something as I sow into y'all, I sow into myself a lot of times while I'm doing this show because I know what you're supposed to do. I just don't know. I don't do it all the time. As do many people in the mental health field. We know things, but we don't always do the thing. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, let's do yes, sir. Why you got your hand raised up?
I just want to say your titties are tittying.
Tentacular.
Sublime.
Titacular. They just beautiful. They sitting there, and I'm like, titties tittying today.
Thank you very much. I don't have on a bra or nothing. I appreciate you. Makes you feel good.
Look, that's awesome. He said.
Oh,
So
okay.
Jody said that he cussed out Shaka Khan.
Still
Her
Wayne.
daughter called him it. Child.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Wayne. Bass, where the fuck you at?
How you cuss
All right, where's Dr. Boomar?
Dr. Boomar?
We missed Dr. Boomar.
No, he ain't Dr. Boomar right now. That nigga named Bass. That's Bass Child Clark. That's who that is.
Ah.
But so I said we could still kind of cover the topic and do anger management.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I probably need. Something that a lot
Do
of y'all
you need it?
Probably.
What you mean by
Maybe.
that? What you trying to say? Just because you're not
Probably.
lying about every goddamn thing.
Would it be anger management, or would you say you need therapy? Which one?
I'm already in therapy. Yeah.
That's true.
For anger management, so it's a double whammy.
I'm already in therapy. I don't know. But that definitely ties in.
Oh, we got another one.
Shit.
Watch yourself now.
I wasn't even coming to join the show. I was looking to do something behind the scenes and sneak
But
back
I
out.
just had said earlier
That you was in therapy and lying. I heard you.
No. I told Jason that he was banned. He was banned.
He was just to hop on there.
Why is everyone crashing and scream? I'm running.
The unicorns are running wild already.
Seriously.
We took 1 week off and came back. We unhinged.
Unhinged.
Y'all act nice. We got company. Roxy is the lady. The
Look,
motherfucking lady.
if her in the background, I can run and get some tequila in my system.
I think Roxy done seen the worst of all of us on camera.
Seen it all.
Probably.
She see all of us.
T-shirt.
Y'all remember my birthday from 2 years ago?
Oh man.
But this is definitely something Diddy needs to work on. Chris Brown, Jocelyn Hernandez, the Puerto Rican princess, also known as Cocaine Bear. Yes,
Chris Brown has actually worked on himself and doing well. People just don't want to let go.
He Kinks beat Usher up.
No.
He punched him
I
in the nose
mean,
about
he
Tiana
punched
Taylor.
Usher.
When?
Wait, yeah,
And
that
Tiana
did
Taylor, no, they
happen.
didn't get into a fight. They didn't get into a fight. They did have a disagreement.
He like I was there. I seen it.
I don't know.
Usher was trying to save Tiana
because
from Chris.
I don't remember them ever
Something like
saying they
that.
got into a fight.
Yeah,
physically.
Usher followed him. He snapped on Tiana. Usher was trying to say something to him. He followed him outside, and Usher got punched.
Usher got jumped. Yeah, he got jumped.
But was it by Chris?
By Chris's crew.
That ain't Chris.
Chris was a part of it.
Wait,
No,
so
he's outsourcing anger.
about
He's outsourcing
association.
ass beating.
Chris didn't do anything. His crew did, but Chris didn't do. Chris has been. Let me tell you something, and this is why I go hard for Chris. Chris has been working on himself since his case because of the jail time, the amount of money and fines he's paid. He done his community service. He did a whole documentary on his life changing and how he grew up, which was watching his mother get beat, which most abusers grew up in an abusing situation, of course, and everything. Yeah, but my thing is with Chris is he's been working on himself, but people don't want to let him forget what he did. He's like, I know, let it go and everything. But the therapy line is wild. Oh, who lied? He didn't get jumped. He did. Then he just get punched in the face. I don't know. I don't remember ever
reading. Gave the signal is fucking on Chris.
Yeah, I don't ever remember reading. I'm sorry, I don't remember reading him getting physical. I don't.
Did he say he was going to beat up? Wait, didn't Chris Brown say he was going to beat up Quavo too, or one of the Migos?
Well, him and Quavo got a different type of beef.
Yeah,
they got a different type of
beef.
They got a different type of beef.
We are not here to talk about their beef. The point is that all these people have had issues with their anger. Okay, most recently, of course, is Diddy. And listen, everybody knows what anger is. We all felt it. It's a fleeting feeling, hopefully, a fleeting annoyance, and then sometimes it's a full-fledged rage, depending on what's going on. Anger is a completely normal human emotion. It can be healthy, but when it starts in your activities of daily living, interfering with your work, your personal relationships, and your overall quality of life, then you need to do something about it. Because
I don't
definitely
think Diddy has anger. I think he has narcissistic tendencies because he think he that nigga and he can do
there's
whatever
such a thing as narcissistic rage, though, and that will qualify.
And like his PR person should have talked to him. He should have never made that apology video because one, you already lied and said everything she said was a lie. And then when the video came out, I just want to say that I was going through some stuff and I was angry at the time. It's like, nah, nigga, you already done fucked up. You lied. You lied. Exactly.
You sounded more emotional than him because he had a very flat affect.
It was very monotone.
Whoever his PR person failed him, he need to fire him because he should have said nothing at all. Silence is golden.
I actually do not think that he has a PR person.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he has a PR person. He definitely gives smartest man in the room vibes to me. And that's really what I think it is. I think he feels like he makes the best decisions for him. And up until this point, he might have, but now ain't the time for that.
You know who I want to hear from dealing with him?
I don't believe that he consulted anybody, BK.
Not at all. I think he was sitting in his backyard, picked up his phone.
Because you know how the stories I want to hear from that ain't said a word yet. I want to hear from, of course, everybody know Farnsworth Bentley. And I want to hear from his boom cat herself, Lorianne Gibson. I want to hear it all because he did her dirty. And after he fired her on Making a Band, that's when I stopped watching, actually. But I want to hear her story.
We do know that Cassie finally came out and she made a statement, Cardi. It says, thank you for all the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now, but this is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. So she just went on to thank everyone and offer her hand to those who are still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. So I am happy that she is in a better place.
Yeah.
That she is a man.
Yeah.
Love can be healing when you have a good man by your side, or a good woman, as the case may be.
I want to piggyback off of something she said in that statement. She said domestic violence is the issue, and I want to point out when Charlamagne the guy went on The View to talk to the women and stuff like that, they kept asking questions about Diddy, and he was like, "Why are we talking about Diddy? Diddy is not the issue. The issue at hand is domestic violence. Let's talk about that, because when we talk about the issue at hand, we so focused on the celebrities and who the name and who it's attached to, we forget about the actual issue, which is domestic violence. And there are women at home right now who probably are watching this who are saying, thank you for bringing up the issue, because I'm not Cassie. I can't get the help that she got. Okay, what can I do in my situation? So I think it was important for him to try and say, hey, why are we focused on Diddy when we need to be focused on this issue? Because Diddy is not the only one who actually is I almost said victim, and he ain't the damn victim. He's literally the suspect of the issue, but the real issue is the fact that domestic violence. There are abusers out there, and there are women and men. Don't get it twisted, because women can be abusers too.
Yep.
Yes.
Women can be abusers too. Shout out to Columbus Short. I'm like, you got blackballed because your wife was an abuser and you was arrested on. We're not even getting to that, but domestic violence is the big issue, not the name it's attached to.
Yep. So we don't want to get hung up on Diddy at all, because, like you said, men also get abused, as well as women, and focus more so on identifying if you yourself have a problem and what you could do about that problem. There's big anger issues and there's little anger issues, and like that video shows someone who was on the far end of the spectrum. Okay, I don't know if he would go so far as to kill someone, but who knows what that man has done. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Sorry,
I'm big and small.
So I would like to go around to each person.
I'll be sure, and I'm not even gonna cough. I said
I'll be sure survived his attack.
We're waiting for I'll be sure to come out. I would like to go around to each person and briefly, if you have had any experience with it yourself or in your family, as far as people who have anger issues or domestic violence issues. I will start with Roxy.
Okay. Yeah, and it was actually kind of surprising, because a lot of times people think of abuse being just physical or maybe mental, but it's several types of abuse that is out there, and a lot of times we don't even realize in half of our relationships we have been abused. For the most part, we all have experienced some level of abuse and never knew it. And so, like, some types of abuse that you have now is the financial. Somebody that can go ahead and find ways to remove your safeguards from you, like your family, your friends, things like that. Isolation, things that happen on the job, organizational abuse, things like that. And it happens so subtle. It's not one of those things that happens right from the door. Because I would tell people, when you're involved with somebody, you're dating somebody, you're meeting the representative. You're not meeting the real person. You're getting the person that's going to sweep you off your feet and talk to you about whatever you want to talk about. They're going to listen to you. They're going to blow your mind. And it's not always until maybe a good 6-7 months down the road, you're already invested in the changes start to happen, that representative leaves. And you're dealing with this narcissistic type of individual who is, in your head and making you feel like everything is your fault and everything, especially when you're the one that's caring, or you're empathetic, very empathetic to that person. And you don't notice it until it actually shows signs of actual what people would commonly view as abuse as something physical. Oh, they hit me, or they were yelling back and forth, or whatever the case is. And then for my case, ended up going to the hospital, and I wasn't like beat up or anything, but I blocked the chair getting tossed at me. And that warrant, okay, going to the hospital. We're going to call the cops. This is over, you know, whatever. And in the emergency room, I'm being interviewed and they're telling me all these different things. And I'm like, I have been in this relationship for a number of years and didn't even realize I was going through more than what I just experienced, you know? So it's very eye-opening and everything. So to people who think that all you got to do is just leave, it's not that simple because an investment happens. And when that investment happens, you don't even realize all these other things that happen that you should have walked away from.
Thank you so much for sharing it. And I'm glad you got out of that situation and that you are safe. Bess?
Real quick, Roxy, just to really speak to that. That video was a woman trying to leave. So the idea that women can just walk away is like, no, it's not a thing. I've never witnessed it myself, like directly. I do know that my grandfather was abusive towards my grandmother. And since then, since like I've heard those stories and things like that, I heard about, you know, the retaliation and whatnot. But since then, I just, how I carry myself, the people I have around me, even in my relationships, I don't do aggression. Like if we get into an argument, I sit down. Like I'll even to the point that I know that when I'm angry, my face looks a certain way. So if I'm angry, I may not even face the person that I'm talking to. Like, and it's not a manner of I want them to like I don't respect them or anything like that. What it is that I don't want them to be afraid of what they're looking at. Because it may look like, you know, like, oh my God, he's 1 second away from, when in reality, I'm in complete control. My face just look away.
Yep.
And so I do everything in those moments to make myself smaller. I've gotten into arguments with women and they look like they wanted to buck up or step towards me. And that's instant rules for breakup for me. I don't care how long we've been together. The moment that we get into an argument and you feel like you have to advance, I'm done. There's nothing else to talk about.
It's a trigger for you.
So that's a trigger for me. And so, and that comes from somebody that's never witnessed it. Like I've never seen it with my own two eyes.
Well, you got to know yourself, and everybody has their triggers.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Bess. Jazz?
I dealt with a lot of emotional and like mental, I guess you could say. It was a little confusing for me because I grew up with thinking physical and mental abuse was normal. So, and that's how you show love. Like your man is lying to you and, you know, threatening you all the time because he loves you, or their partner, whoever. Your mom is doing these things because she loves you. And so I had to learn, because I actually have very bad anger problems. But the way I deal with it is, I would still say it's unhealthy. I shut down and just accept it. So what that means is like, I believe very strongly if I'm arguing with someone, especially my partner, if it gets to the point where it gets physical or it's about to get physical, because I have a point where I step up. I'm like, if you're going to do it. Because one of us is going to die today, which is not a good way to do. I do not recommend it. But that's what I was trained. That's how I was brought up. Because at the end of the day, it can't get any worse at that moment. You know what I mean? But I taught myself that love does not speak that way. You should never feel uncomfortable. You should never feel that type of way. Even if people are going to have negative emotions in relationships, which is okay and normal, but it's how they proceed it, because you're supposed to be cherished. Man, woman, whoever. You're supposed to be cherished. So I also watch my words. I can say things to destroy people. I know I can. But I also know you can never take those things back. Just like the physical things, you can never take back. If I'm vulnerable with you and you throw that back in my face, you're done to me.
Right.
I don't care who you are to me, how much I love you. Be at the altar. I'm done.
Yep.
I can't. Don't deal with it. I cannot.
As you should.
Thank you, Jazz. I appreciate it. Before I go to Devil, let me take this comment from Jason. He says, I'm a really strong guy, but my ex mentally abused me, unfortunately, for 2 years before I said enough was enough and got help to see things for what they were. I did everything I could to make her happy and lost myself while she went for my money and continued to control me. I broke up with her and have been so much better now, enjoying my single life. It was bad to the point she wanted me to pay for absolutely everything in our relationship and would never treat me to anything and then make me look like the bad guy and never wanted to communicate. So I was like, I make $40 an hour and I should be enjoying my life, not being taken advantage of. And I'm so happy that she's out of that. That is an example that men also go through physical and mental abuse. So I actually applaud you for being willing to share that, because a lot of times men feel like they can't say those things and be vulnerable in that way. But we definitely like to carve out safe spaces for everyone to express their feelings. Double, go ahead.
So my experience of anger issues is a little bit different. Mine's is my stepdad growing up. So my stepdad growing up, he's a real classic old school guy from Gary, Indiana, and he was real old school. He wasn't really in it for to be like a mentor to help me to get through anything. He was literally there to be the disciplinarian, and he says as much. Like, I remember getting in trouble for, back in the day how crappy sneakers were. So I went to play out with my friends, and I got some of the ink from the sneakers onto my socks. Got a beating for that. I talk back slightly. I don't like something. Got a beating for that. I don't do what he needs me to do in the time that he needs me to do it. Got a beating for that. So it really shaped me as a person to where I said I would never make the child of any woman that I am with feel like they are lesser than. So I try to be a force of positivity in any woman I'm with, their children's lives, because I feel like he kind of targeted my mom for that point, to be able to manipulate her using the kids, because she's been by herself for so long. She needed somebody to help with disciplinarian work, and that's all he was in it for. He literally said to me, I'm just in this for the beatings. So
wow.
He literally said that to me, and this wasn't right before I got beat. This was like in a situation of, we're just talking like shooting and shit. Like, it was like normal everyday things for him. And he thought that the disciplinarian part was what I needed, when I really didn't need that. To be honest, I just needed a male role model. I wasn't a bad kid. I did what I was supposed to for the most parts. I was a little lazy and forgetful, but if you show me appreciation, I'll do so much more. So that obviously changed me a lot. And then to the point where, if I'm in a relationship and this has happened like once or twice, and you start showing physical threats or throwing stuff at me or knocking stuff over, it's a wrap. I'm done. We're not having a conversation. It's over. Just like with Baz, we're not doing this. It's over. It's a wrap, because I'm not going to be intimidated physically. And you think that since me being such a big man, I should. And why would you feel intimidated? Because I know if I touch her, or if I touch them,
it's over.
It's over. Like, I live in the world is cardboard to me. So me physically hurting somebody is the last thing on my mind. Well, in certain instances, but.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to add that caveat. Yeah. I'm so sorry that you went through that. And women have to be very careful about the type of people, women and men. You have to be careful about who you date and who you're bringing into your children's lives. It is okay to want love and to want someone to take care of you and help you and be a helpmate. But you have to really pay attention to how people care for your children. Everyone is not Russell Wilson.
Seriously.
And you cannot, in a sense, sacrifice your child.
And a lot of women do that.
Just so you can have a softer life. Like, that's fucked up. And when you're saying that you forgot things, like, it's fucked up, because I know that you feel like you're on the spectrum, and also, you're forgetful and hit like ADHD. So you weren't forgetting things because it was intentional. Yep. You really had a learning disability, and he's beating you for something that you cannot control.
Had no control over. Yeah,
absolutely fucked up. And I hope that he is if he's not burning in hell already, I hope.
I gave him the 1s and 2s when I came of age. He tried to pop off, thinking that it was the same thing that it was before. And me and him got down. To this day, I refuse to shake his hand. And me and him also still have beef. Even God rest her soul, my sister's passing, I still fuck that nigga up on sight. So,
Cardi,
I got my liquor, but now it's like sad. Now it's sad drinking, and I can't enjoy it anymore.
It's hard, right? Like sad drinking sucks, yo. Sad drinking sucks.
Now it's just depressing drinking.
Exactly.
Damn.
Listen, don't be sad, because when we do things like this, right, and it's one of the reasons why
it needs to be done.
Right. There is always somebody that's like, I am here. Like Wayne was in the comments and he was like, I thank you so much for speaking about this. There's always going to be one person that's like, thank you. I need to hear that. People need to know that they're not alone. And also in the African American community, we need to create safe spaces to talk about things like this, because I got a lot of men on the panel. I got a lot of men in the comments, and like normally Black men don't have these conversations. They don't feel like they can. And so I am happy to provide a space for that. And I'm happy for you guys to be an example that Black men can discuss mental health, and hopefully it will encourage other men to do so. So that I appreciate y'all being on here and doing that. BK, briefly.
Like listening to y'all talk, I literally was like, do I really want to talk about this?
And you don't have to. You do what's comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
No, but me talking about it might help other people. I grew up watching my stepfather abuse my mom, and I was too young to do anything about it. He almost killed her a few times.
Oh my God.
And I literally watched her bleed out in the kitchen until help arrived. And the thing is, like, he was a expert martial artist, black belt, registered hands, and he was also very abusive towards me because I wasn't his child. It was a lot growing up, like dealing with the physical abuse from him and watching him abuse my mother. And the last straw was when he threw her through a window. We lived on the second floor, by the way. And as she was falling out, he caught her and snatched her back inside and left her for dead. And I was the only one of my siblings who woke up in the middle of the night and witnessed it. But growing up, he abused me a lot, to the point to where it was times when mom would leave us with his family in Indiana for the summers, and it's one of the reasons why I hate the state of Indiana now. I just don't want to go there.
Same.
And his family abused me like every day while I was there for a summer, and yeah, I have a lot of hate in me. I have a lot of resentment. I have a lot of anger. I have a lot of issues and everything, but I'm emotionally intelligent enough to not take it out on everyone.
Right.
Even my own father was not physically abusive to me. He mentally and verbally abusive, of course, like most black men from Generation X. You know, my father never really put his hands on me, but you know, I never felt like I was good enough to be his son. Yeah, you know, me just being me, being an emotional person. I'm a Libra, like I'm emotional, and he emotional as hell, to the point to where now when he's around, I completely shut down and turn to a different person whenever my father is around. I literally am, because then at the end of the day, my family called me a heartless asshole or whatever. I was like, hey, that's what he wanted, an asshole as a son. You know, I couldn't show emotion. I couldn't do anything, whatever. I couldn't be anything. Before I even was me sexually, you know, he used to always tell me and my brother, I have two sons, not a son and a daughter. And I'm like, what did I do to make like that? Like, I like to sing music. I couldn't sing music from the radio. I couldn't do things. I didn't like sports. I stayed in the books because I felt like education was my way out. I was like, I gotta be smart. I have to get A's because I have to do this. I have to get out. And my way of out was going to school every day. That was my escape from my abuse. It's hard to talk about it now.
Right.
But looking back on it, I'm like, I'm a grown ass man now. You know, what helps me talk about it and to even discuss it with y'all is therapy, like going to therapy.
Yeah.
And I encourage anybody, like, please go to therapy. Like, please do so. You never know what you're going through until you talk to your therapist. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot growing up in that situation, and so yeah, it's tough. That's all I can say. It's really tough because even just thinking back on it is, you know, I just thought I wasn't loved a lot of times.
But you
and
are.
A lot of
We love you.
Yeah.
And my
We love you.
mom, she always ended up in situations with ain't shit men, and she always chose her boyfriends over her kids. It was like one time she went on vacation to Hawaii for like a week and left us at home by ourselves, and we weren't supposed to tell nobody. Like, who goes to Hawaii and leave your kids at home? Like, and we weren't supposed to tell anyone. And the thing is, I forgive my mother, but I don't forget. I forgive her for a lot of things that she did because she thought she was making choices for herself to better all of our lives. But it was just like, no. And then when I went away to college, she ended up having an abusive boyfriend, and he almost killed her, to the point to where it was the same semester my grandfather passed away, and he beat my mother so bad. He beat her so bad and left her in a garage. My aunt luckily found her. Well, she would have been dead. Broke her eye socket, broke her jaw, a lot of things. Just a bitch ass nigga.
Yep.
And I swear to fucking God, he stayed cleared of me because my mama warned him as I became an adult. She warned him, Bryant's the crazy one. He will kill you.
Why put you in that position? Like, so no parent should be putting you in that position at all.
And to the point to where this nigga stayed clear to me whenever I flew in from Chicago, from Atlanta, from college, or whatever. I don't know if she told him, but the nigga was ghost all while I was in the city because I already told her it's on site. I am going to kill him. And it was known. I literally said, I was like, I'm going to jail. I don't give a fuck about school anymore. I was going to jail. I was like, yeah, you want to fight? I give you a fight. I love to fight. Let me take a couple shots of vodka. I'm gonna rip your head off. Like, we're gonna box. And he stayed clear to me. But the thing about it is my mom is an Eastern Star. So when he got arrested, of course, all the police officers beat the shit out of him for a long period of time. He lost his job at the VA because he had a government job. Like, he's a veteran. All that shit. I don't care how much military training you got. I'm finna kill you. I'm gonna do it the quickest, easiest way you gonna least expect. Even if I gotta shoot your ass and beat your ass, I would do it. I don't care because at that point, it was like it's rage.
Right.
It's really rage, and to the point that entire I failed that semester at college because I couldn't focus. Like, my grandfather just died, and I got to worry about my grandmother being at home, and then my mom in the hospital because a nigga tried to kill her by beating her, and I've been witnessing and dealing with this my whole life. So my brain just like,
everything.
I was fucked up. That semester. Yeah, it was a lot. It was domestic violence, abuse, as a victim.
Right.
It's I have no remorse. I have no sympathy. I don't even accept an apology because now you got to see me. Like, we got to fight. And even when this nigga died, when my stepfather died, my little brother and his sister father, when he died, he died. Are you coming home from the funeral? No, I'm not gonna fly to Chicago for that shit. Fuck him.
Right.
I didn't cry. I had no remorse. I actually was kind of happy. I was like, he got his. God gave him cancer. That was his revenge. He suffered for a while. He suffered for a long while. And he died. And I was just like, good. I didn't care that was my younger sibling's father.
Yeah. What's crazy?
But I'm happy that y'all got through all of this, and all of us are here today. We survived a lot of shit cumulatively. Yeah. You know, I am not going to bore y'all with my story because I've spoken about it a number of times on the show, but definitely I did grow up in a household where I witnessed my mother being abused multiple times, bleeding, getting hit with a gun, getting beat in the middle of the street while she was pregnant, all types of stuff. So I definitely I have feelings on both sides. I know where you're like, I don't have any sympathy for the abusers. I don't, but also I do hold my mother accountable because you kept going back. You leave, you come back. You leave, you come back. So there is accountability as a mother. I'm talking about people who are responsible for other human beings, because you are not only subjecting yourself to the abuse, but you are subjecting your children to the abuse as well. And if you don't care enough about yourself, that's fine. But you should care about your kids and the impact that it is having on them. So in that way, I don't know if I have much sympathy. Also, that impacts the children in the household, right? And so you can create abusers. Your sons, my brothers could have easily grown up to be people that, beat women because that's what they witnessed. I ended up being the one with the biggest anger problem out of all of them, probably, and I'm the girl, which is very funny. So out of everyone here, no one really said they have an anger problem, but I will be very honest that I do have a horrible anger problem.
So real quick, the only reason I don't have an anger problem now at 43 is because I was in anger management at 10 with adults who were in.
Nigga, you 43?
So yeah.
No, I would say, just interject, like, I feel I have a lot of anger, but my mom and dad, biological, they are very angry. I grew up in a very angry environment. So I like to call myself a quiet storm. You have to get me to that level. And I do a lot of like removing myself from situations, because when I get to that level, I can't come back from that.
It takes a
so
while.
That's why I give a lot of people graces. And I tell people, if I don't talk to you and I don't fuck with you, and there's a reason, because you're going to get me to a thing. And plus, I like to tell people too, I don't like getting caught. And I cover my track. You're not catching me.
Well, normally what I'll do is, in the beginning of my relationship specifically, I will tell you up front, this is the type of household I grew up in. And if you do this, that, or this is going to be my reaction to that. I definitely have a thing about my personal space, men in my personal space, or men yelling at me. If I don't like men yelling at me, and whereas some women would be the opposite, where they're like, okay, I'm going to get in a relationship with men that beat me because I was in a household where my mother got beat. I'm not the same way. It's like, okay, if I feel like you about to hit me, I might hit you first, because I am bracing myself for what I instinctually think that you're going to do, which is never a good situation. Men that, like how Bear said and Darius said, like, it might be that type of situation where the woman is like approaching you because it's not because she's a toxic person per se, but because she might have grown up in a household where, listen, we used to get beat up in this house, so I'm about to.
I feel like you can always pick up on that though too. Like, even if somebody doesn't talk about it, not like. Especially if you come from abuse or have been in that situation, you kind of know the signs. Like, one of the things I do when I start dating a person or even a friendship, I know before you tell me anything, because it's the way you move. It's the way you talk around me. If it's like getting loud around us or something like that, you get these clues. But I also think it's because, since I have the background in BDSM and all that stuff like that, we also know that we have to train ourselves in knowing if they're not saying something to us, doesn't mean that they even know that themselves. So we, as the doms, have to like stop ourselves quick. We don't want to set them as a trigger, because like as somebody's grew up in a very toxic, abusive household, violent, as somebody who also dabbles in those things myself, I have to catch myself, not only to trigger myself, but also triggering on my partners. So I think it's something, because a lot of people don't even know. Like, I grew up not knowing that even though I knew I was in an abusive environment, that was normal. That was love. So when you start realizing like your partner shouldn't be treating you this way, or they shouldn't be throwing these things at you, or they shouldn't be doing this, that, and the third, or justifying it, because that's usually what it is. Like, oh, they had a bad day. Or maybe if I didn't raise my voice, like, no. Now, like, exactly. So it's one of those situations, especially when it comes to, I say BDSM saved my life, literally, because it helped me get that courage and getting those situations to realizing who my worth is. Even as a submissive, when I was submissive only, I knew that I was worth more than what you're treating me. So I'm out. One, but two, also like when it comes to therapy, I wanted to touch on that too, if I could, real quick. If you don't feel comfortable when you finally get that strength to discuss it with someone, and you don't feel like they're vibing with you, and you don't feel like they're communicating with you, because I had a whole therapist tell me, "Oh, you cope properly. You're fine. You're doing great." And I'm crying in tears, telling them my like trauma. You're like, "Oh no, that's right, coping." And I'm just like, I don't think you're right. And it took me a while, even when I finally got a person of color, especially because they understand our environment a little bit more, is when they tell me, "Oh yeah, like Jamaican men act that way," or "This is how they do that." And I was like, no, like you told me I'm not supposed to come to you. Like I'm telling you. So also, if don't give up on yourself, find somebody. Find somebody, even if it's not a therapist, find a friend, but don't put everything on them as well.
Please
but
don't.
try to find that solution and use it as stepping stones for your own research to help yourself.
Well, therapists are just like doctors, right? And I was I was discussing something with my therapist. I was like, yeah, this person I know, and they're in the mental health field, and I was saying, but their behaviors are concerning to me. And my therapist was like, anybody can get a degree. That doesn't make them mentally healthy. And I was like, you're right. You're absolutely right. So if you don't like your therapist, definitely get another therapist. I'm sorry, Cardi, you were about to say something.
I was hoping that you might have some bullet points after this, but this is very triggering for me. I mean, I've never been a target or an aggressor of DA, but recently in my post last week, I just came from a funeral that was DA related. One of my good friends murder suicide. So this isn't the first time around. What's up, peace, Andrea? But she was like greatest fucking sweetest person ever, educator, and she just met this guy maybe like 2 months ago, and shit went sideways, and one thing led to another, and now she's dead. So hopefully there are some bullet points or for folks who are just going into relationships who can't really pick it up right away, because let's be real, in the city of Philly, niggas is crazy out here.
Yeah.
And Chicago and a lot of other places, niggas is just fucking crazy, and they just ain't in the sense of mind, and they don't know how to process feelings, and they're just not emotionally mature, and they just act out in ways that they fucking should fucking know better, right? So, but there's always should always be some signs, and hopefully that if you're one of these people, or someone who is like this, or have a history of just having flaring tempers, or don't know how to process their feelings, you really need to be a good friend and sit down with that person and let them know, hey, this is what I am observing from you, and this behavior is going to end up you going down the wrong fucking road. And we have to take responsibility for our friends and our family members. So this is one of the most vicious cycles, especially of people of color, that just continues to happen generationally, and just has to set a better example, because most of the shit is just passed down. It's just not. It's not just picked up out of nowhere. Like this shit is learned behavior, unless someone has a behavioral problem, that they were born with. Other than that, this shit is learned behavior.
Yeah.
It is. Zena said, me and my sibling had a falling out. That was so bad. I ripped out my own tooth just to get prescribed penicillin because he was definitely allergic to it. But I had to think about my future. I just turned 20. Sal, let me correct you. And see, Sal is saying Black people don't go to therapy, though. That is really one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why we do this show, because not enough Black people go to therapy. Okay, and I would like to think that our generation and the younger ones coming up underneath of us have a better grasp and understanding of mental health therapy and how it can actually be beneficial to your life. So yes, A lot of Black people don't, but we want to change that. We want to erase the stigmas surrounding that, so that Black people will, and you will be happy and healthier. Your children will be happy and healthier, and as a society, we will be much better because we're not silently suffering and holding all this shit in and turning to weed and drugs and drinking because we can't get this shit out.
No, I wanted to say something. Go ahead.
Well, before that, can we address this real quick?
No, I was about to jump on that too. Go ahead.
There are vouchers.
There are vouchers, but also depending on your state, just because I used to work in this field, depending on your state, if you get evaluated and you have government insurance, especially, or depending on the type of insurance, if there is a necessity, all you have to go is to any doctor's office that you already go, say that this is what you feel, this is what you need. If it's diagnosed that it's necessary, your insurance covers it fully. Worst case scenario, you got a copay of $20 to $50, depending on the situation. And depending, again, vouchers, there's other things like that too. The place I used to work at, we were government efficient and they paid for everything. So depending on your state, look into that. When in doubt, and I hate saying this, if you go to the ER, say, hey, I don't feel good, they cover you automatically if you don't have insurance. And they actually put in that order and they cover your bill.
That's a tax.
So I think for a year.
And let's not forget that there are just regular public resources out there.
Exactly.
Let alone folks who do pro bono work, but there are organizations and hotlines that
pay for it.
Just to start the conversation. I mean, BK knows more about this too because he's in the field that works with people all the time. So go ahead.
Yeah, as someone who works in healthcare, there are they can't deny you healthcare,
exactly.
Whether it's mental or physical. They can't deny you. If you get a bill, you technically don't have to pay it. They may send it to a collection agency or whatever, but the hospital will write it off in taxes. Third, for insurance reasons and copays and everything else, there is a thing called sliding scale fee. And that is based off of income, and you just pay a certain percentage of the copay. So even sometimes it could be $0 because you don't make enough money to take care of your life and have health care. There are resources out there for everyone and everybody for every situation.
And also,
there's no way they could deny you at all.
Yeah,
please go.
And for the people that like work at like what they consider low paying jobs, like I think about Walmart. Walmart actually has one of the best EAP programs, employee assistance programs.
Yes.
Then as far when it comes to therapy, because a lot of them get like they'll have whereas though some jobs may offer you 10 sessions. Walmart, I think, offered you something like 15. And a lot of people don't also recognize that a lot of insurance companies are now covering therapy. You just have to reach out to your insurance company to make sure that you go with the right provider. Like that's the issue. Like it's not a matter of they won't cover it. It's just a matter of they got to be in network.
Yep. Yeah. Don't let it discourage you. Don't let it stop you. Like I said, you can't do that. There's resources out
and to speak on what Bass was saying, I'm sorry, but the EAP, I am a product of Employee Assistance Program. I use it at my previous job. I've been with my therapist since 2019. And one thing I love about the EAP is, and this is from experience, when they call you, they're gonna ask you, what are you looking for? And I told them I want a male, Black, and someone that's older than me, but not too far older, because I want them to understand where I'm coming from and understand me. And it just so happened, the luck of the draw, as a HBCU grad from Morehouse College, my therapist, Black male, he's now in his early 40s, and he graduated from FAMU. So we connect because we literally are similar in the same generation. We have the HBCU understanding from Chicago. Literally, the EAP will assist you and accommodate you for what you're looking for. So if your job has EAP, please use it to the best of your ability. Take advantage and get your therapy.
Yes.
Thank you for that. I appreciate all of y'all. I really do. This is a wonderful. Look at all this. this wealth of black melanated knowledge on mental health for y'all, okay?
Until we get to debauchery.
We all matter. We all deserve it.
And as somebody who is in therapy herself, has had multiple family members, you know, I got an autistic daughter, I have a dyslexic son, I have borderline personality in my family, schizophrenia in my family. So I have been on both sides of the situation, and it does get discouraging. You can be discouraged when you are trying to find a therapist, but the goal is to have a healthier, happier you. So continue on with the journey. If you lose a therapist, there is a high turnover rate. You know, please keep going until you find someone else that you're comfortable with. I know that when it gets to personality disorders, it can be a little bit harder, because people who have personality disorders, you need something called CBT or DBT therapy, which is dialectical behavior therapy, and I have had a really hard time helping my family members find people that do DBT. They say they do it, then you get to them, they don't do it. In those cases, yes, it would be really helpful if you had money so that you could get someone that you knew for sure was trained in it. But again, if you would be motivated to get your breasts done or get your ass done, we get motivated for all these other things, for the outside and the aesthetic.
All the wrong things.
Yeah. Think about being healthier and more beautiful on the inside. Waking up and waking up and being at peace, waking up and being healthy. So, like I said, we could have just talked about domestic violence, but I also wanted to talk about anger management, because you need to be accountable. When you realize that you have a problem, you also need to be accountable for your actions. That's why I'm voluntarily saying, like, yes, I know I have a problem with my anger. And I know that I have and I am actively working on it, but I still get triggered. That too.
That was to Sal.
Oh, well, that too. DBT and CBT therapy, yes, it is a trauma-based therapy. CBT is much easier to find someone who does cognitive behavioral therapy than it is to find someone that does dialectical behavior therapy, but it's a derivative of it, and it was specially designed for people who have borderline personality disorder, and way more people have it than you motherfucking think. You probably know someone who has borderline.
I know too.
Don't know.
But there's also, when it comes to borderline, a lot of therapists therapists try to stay away from it. Like, they don't even want to deal with it.
There is definitely a stigma for with people who have borderline personality disorder. I've heard a therapist say it before myself. You don't want to deal with that kind of evil.
Yo, I Googled it and it was like crazy. Yeah. Like, I was like no.
Or there was specifically, I'm speaking on a child that was BPD, and they said, well, you don't want to put them in there with the monsters. You know, like, I've heard professionals say shit like that. So, and they don't want to diagnose kids that are under 18 with BPD, but sometimes if it look like a duck and it quack like a duck, that it is.
They fucking shoot up schools and shit. Like, how is that?
They don't want to, and I'm gonna tell you why. And it's not that I don't understand, but also there needs to be more research done. They need to get a better way of doing it, because they don't want to do it, because when you are a teenager and you're going from puberty, you're going to your hormones. There's a lot of shit that's going on. They don't want to misdiagnose. Hey, Carolyn, we need you here too. They don't want to misdiagnose someone, but they need to get better, because a lot of times borderlines are misdiagnosed. So they're bipolar, or they have eating disorder, or they just have depression.
Well, I just think it's confusing with that, though, because a lot of things, like, just from the experience I've had, because when I worked in a behavioral health building, whatever place, that was something that we did a lot, because we didn't do children. We didn't do anybody under the age of like 17. I think it was our youngest. but it's because they get reevaluated. So that's something a lot of people don't. So what happens is a lot of people also they'll take part in therapy. They get diagnosed and they run with it, and then they'll never get reevaluated. And you're supposed to get reevaluated, I think, depending on the industry, it would be every 6 months to every year, maybe every 5 years, or three or 5 years. So they'll just stick with that. So except for having it look like the other doctor or the other person was misdiagnosing or whatever, they don't want to have that on their record. So it's a crazy thing that they dealt with.
I've actually seen it where my family member went to different crisis units and was in different psychiatric hospitals, and so each one says something different. They all said something different, but specifically when it comes to, if we just talking about borderline, and you need to really follow the mood. You have to pay very close attention to the mood. How much does it change during the day, throughout the week? Because it can be confused with bipolar disorder, but that's a whole, we could do a whole thing about that. There actually is about 64% of Americans are strongly agreeing that they are angrier. They are getting angrier the longer that they live in this world. And there's a number of reasons.
So much stuff to be angry about.
Inflation.
I'm angry right now.
Republicans. Project 2025.
You can't find a job. You're trying to raise your children and then also work a 60-hour work week. 1 in 10 Americans report that they have severe anger issues, and there's a number of reasons why you may have anger issues. It could be external and internal events. So of course your childhood experiences and your upbringing, you're repressing your trauma. So when we talk about Black people don't go to therapy, we just hold it on inside. And any Black person that is in America, in my opinion, should get free healthcare, because we have
at least you could do,
and education.
We have PTSD because we deal with racism on a daily basis. And anybody going through that should get free healthcare. We have unresolved grief.
Fuck the government.
If you live in Philadelphia, people are getting shot left and right. People are dying left and right, and people do not know how to grieve properly. We don't go to grief counseling. We don't properly process people. Your teacher's dying, your kid in your class dying. I have residents that get shot and killed all the time. You know, I work in low income housing, and a lot of my residents, they get killed. And I just go to work every day, and I will never see this person again. And they just got killed around the corner, or I could have been walking down the street when they got shot. Stress, alcohol abuse, mental health disorders, as we said. Anger is instinctive and is natural, but we have to learn a proper way to get that anger out, so that we're not impacting and hurting other people. And a lot of energy we transfer, and then it becomes a trauma cycle, and hurt people hurt other people. So anger management, right? The goal of anger management is to reduce your emotional feelings and the physiological arousal that it causes. If you can't get rid of or avoid the things or the people that enrage you, you can change them. You can't change them, but you can learn to control your reactions. And the emotional regulation is really, really hard. That is something that I definitely struggle with, because when I get mad, like Jay said, once I get up here,
black outrage.
Like
I don't black out. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Meticulous rage.
Controlled chaos.
Sometimes I know what I'm doing, and then sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I have actually blacked out. You know what I'm saying? But see, the person, this particular instance, they poked me on purpose. I said I didn't want to talk to them. I didn't want to have a conversation with them, and they locked me in a room with them. So locked me in the room. And
you that person, and God. That's all it was.
I ain't mad at that at all. Like, I'm not mad at all at that. Like,
so, for a large part of my life, I was this big, and I will tell them, I'm usually upfront. This is the type of household I grew up in, and this is how I'm going to react if you do certain things. So, please don't do that. If I try to walk away, let me walk away. It's the best thing for everyone involved. If you let me walk away, I'll take a long walk. Maybe I might walk all the way to West Philly. Like I will take a long walk if I'm there. It'll calm me down, and by the time I calm down, I'm like, shit, I gotta walk back. I'm calm now, but just let me leave.
That's a process. As long as you have a process.
Men like to make me stay, and I don't.
I was literally about to ask you that. Like, how have the men responded to that? Like in that first initial conversation, like, yo, listen, if you put me in X situation, I'm gonna respond with Y. How they respond to that?
They'll say that they understand,
but then they don't.
And then somewhere down the line, they don't.
It's either you leave or I leave. Pick one.
Now I've had people tell me, if you leave, it's over and this, that, and other. So they're emotionally trying to get me to stay. I've had people physically try to get me to stay. I've had people mug me. I've had all types of shit happen, but it never goes well. It never goes well because now you're triggering me because, all right, I'm thinking about how instinctively you think about how you grew up, and it's like, all right, it's time to fight. Here we go. So if you know someone has a bad temper, and this is women or men, if you know someone has a bad temper and they ask you to let them leave, let them go away. Yeah. Do not force that person to stay. Let them calm down and revisit the conversation later. It is the best thing for any and everyone involved. I absolutely fucking promise you.
Yep.
If a man tells, do not approach him. Do not put your hands on him.
Or poke him.
Please believe that man.
That's why I say safe words for life. Safe words for everyday situations. Pineapple, don't talk to me. Yep. Stay over there. We'll reconvene. Take a shower.
Let it go.
Exactly. Let it go.
Trust
Start singing Frozen. Whatever you gotta do.
Bash just told you, don't you get in his face. Leave that man alone. Don't force it. So women, ladies, you got to be accountable too. Do not get in that man's face. Walk away.
No, exactly.
It's not that deep.
It's not. I tell people it's dangerous when I get quiet. That means leave me the fuck alone.
You're saying, don't put your hands on me. There's no reason for that.
You done offset the Libra scale, and if it get more and more on that one side, yeah, you finna catch a beast. Like when I get quiet, just leave me alone.
For me, it's the pokes in the chest when they get it poking you. Don't poke in the chest.
You triggering me just saying that because I wish a motherfucker would. I would say keep your hands to yourself in all situations. What? You put your hands where? Yo, I'm calling my mom so fast.
I was raised by a woman dominant family, so I would like where I would never touch a woman. However, the women in my family say, "Oh,
call me.
Don't sit there and get your ass beat."
That too, but also I'm calling them.
Defend yourself while we on the way.
I'm calling them. Yo, listen.
Right?
What are we talking about? Like, yo, listen, I'm here and she did X. Like, that's all. I'm not even calling. I'm sending the text message. I'm sending. We all got a family group chat. I'm dropping it right in the family group chat. Yo, this chick just put her hands on me and I'm here.
Yep.
Roxy, how you deal with your anger?
It's kind of interesting because I don't think it's really healthy, but I don't think it's not healthy. I think it's healthy for everyone else though, because working in healthcare and I'm in a leadership role. So there's a lot of different things I have to do in that role, a lot of problem solving, a lot of meetings I have to put on for people that are doing things they shouldn't be doing. I have to do a lot of coaching. So, I have to pull out the voice a lot. I'm very calm for the most part. When I'm hit with something that's going to trigger me, for the most part, I'm like very quiet. When it feels like it's about to go into another place, though, I get cold, and then my mind goes to thinking ways to just disunlive you. Like it just goes there. I just see your chest raised up and down comfortably in my bed. I don't want to. Why are you breathing that way? Let's fix that. You're diabetic. Let me find a non-sweetened sugar so we can go ahead and do something with that. Like it gets dark. So I'm the type of person, I just need to be quiet. I will watch television. I try to do different things that will bring me back to a more calmer place because I'm calm. I'll look like this and be very pissed off at you.
And that's
and I will continue to talk to you. I will not yell at you. I don't believe in yelling because you're not going to hear me. I'm not going to. I'm going to have common sense throughout the whole ordeal. I'm just,
that's dangerous.
Don't get caught.
Yeah. You be thinking about punching the shit out of them.
Or no, I'm the person with papers. So if I get caught, I know I'm going to go away to a.
But you gotta catch me first. I get it.
I'm the one that's like, I did it. I did it, and this is why.
Okay, because let me tell you, if you hit that cell block tango real quick, he had it coming. I swear to God, you.
Yo,
I've rarely ever seen Cardi angry. I can honestly say
I have so many good things in my mind to help me stray away from anger. Let alone just diffuser of the situation is one which is, of course, anyone just walk away. You can't argue. I mean, you're gonna argue. You can argue with yourself. Good luck with that. But I'm not gonna be a part of it. That probably make the person more angry. I mean, it's not. I don't know if it comes off really passive aggressive, but it's more of, hey, we have to exit the situation and we can come back with cooler heads.
It comes back like nonchalant sometimes, right?
I am that though. I am also that. But I also, luckily, in my older years, I've learned for conflict resolution. So that has been very helpful lately.
I think it helps with you because you're very monotone. Like you're very.
I am. I do. But the thing is, that was not the case at first because usually I kind of still am like this. So if you raise your voice, I'm a Sag, so I kind of match people's energies. So if you raise your voice, I'm raising my voice. Not in like a angrier tone at all, but I'm just matching what's been given out there. I don't know. I'm still working on that though. It ain't perfect. It ain't perfect, but I like to conflict resolution. Like to just call it what it is. What it is. I need to hear your points. Let's hear my points. Is there a solution where we can meet in the middle? Or something that we can agree on, and then how can we reconcile afterwards? But if we can't do that in a adult manner, then we need to just come back to it as many times as we need to get by it. And I don't believe with just the forever whatever, the whatever shit. The woman says whatever, forget about it, and then it festers, and like you really don't get to the roots of the problem, and then fucking 2 months go by, and you get a blow up, right? So I believe in just fucking work this shit out every step of the way. Let's not kick the can down the road. Let's get to the fuck out there because I see him do more damage than good.
Yep.
Now I had he wasn't my ex, but he was someone. It was a situationship, and he would purposely make me angry because he told me it made his dick hard.
Come on with that.
And Darius, you know this.
Oh God! Oh God!
Yeah.
That person is sick. Fuck.
No, he was. He is.
He has to be.
And I'm like, I'm punching.
Did you beat him or something after? Like, what happened?
What did you say?
Did you like beat him after? Like,
it was foul.
No, it wasn't. I didn't. It was foul. So he's a big guy. Like he's tall. He's a big guy, and like I look like this. Standing next to him, but when I'm mad, I don't care. I don't care who's standing in front of me. So I'm and I'll fuck you up, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Punching the wall, I'm angry and whatever. And he's like, I could see the smirk on him.
Not the smirk.
So he's a brat.
Yeah, and then he tells me after the fact, like, I just wanted to let you know, like, when you get angry like that, it makes my dick hard. And I'm like, Are you fucking shitting me right now? Like, do you know I'm ready to catch you? No, Sal, it wasn't you. Darius know who it is.
But this, I mean, that ain't nothing new. You just love crazy ass, narcissistic ass men. This ain't new. It ain't new.
Give me credit for working on myself. I said I wasn't in a relationship with
Credit.
Blame Regina and Clarence because I grew up in chaos. I'm attracted to chaos. I recognize that. I'm working on it. Okay.
Stab.
Carolyn said, people have rarely seen me angry. I'm seriously telling you, it's not pretty at all. Well, you are Jamaican. I won't put my hands.
That kind of goes with territory.
Just scares people. You not Carolyn. That shit ain't gonna scare me if you ain't gonna put your hands on me. You can yell all you want.
Yeah, but she's a Taurus. You won't know whether or not she's gonna put her hands on you. Because it looks like she might. That's what she's saying. Like, even though she tell you, nah, you good, but it looked like she might.
I can say Tauruses hold their anger until it's too late.
Until it's too late. Like, that's it. And then it's
once
blowing
the horns
top.
come out, it's too
that's
late.
It. We can't put them.
Like, I know a Taurus.
No, I just make them look stupid. That's all.
Shout out to you, birthday twin.
Y'all Tauruses. So so you say that getting yelled at won't scare you, but has anybody have you heard I call it the Sonic Boom voice, that fucking canary scream? It's loud. I have one of those. It's like dad voice times 1,000.
And you gotta realize, because I grew up in the house with chaos, the yelling don't scare me.
Yeah, it doesn't register.
I specifically said I don't like a man yelling at me.
Okay.
I didn't say
but it doesn't scare you.
It doesn't scare me.
It doesn't register as fear.
It makes me mad. It makes me mad. I don't get scared. I'm like, so we about to fight. It's like somebody ringing the bell.
I start crying. I can't. I don't like people yelling at me, but doesn't mean I'm not about to fight you mentally in any other facet.
You yell at
I don't
me,
I don't like the anger. I don't like negative around me because I grew up in it. So I try to protect others, like especially if I'm in a room full of kids and I see people fighting and arguing. I have literally picked up groups of kids in my hands and walked them to a different room because you don't need to be experiencing that shit. You know, and I would tell them, whoever, like, don't do it. However, if I'm in a partner situation and they're yelling at me or they're trying to belittle me, whatever, now again, my dom comes out and I'm just like, oh, okay, explain to me how I fucked up again. Why my piece? Explain to me, make them and belittle them and show them to a level lower than me until they calm down. I'm like, okay, now let me let you know why you fucked up. And you got two options: get that shit correct.
That's right.
Or I'm out. If you get me to a violent level, nobody will ever know because you're already on the ground.
And that's I feel like, well, especially like me. Us Libras, we gonna take on a lot of shit. We gonna let shit build up. We got the biggest cup in the world, and it's gonna keep filling up. And we are the nicest motherfuckers in the world, and we wear our heart on our fucking sleeve, and we love and care for everybody. And if you manage to piss us the fuck off to where your existence no longer exists in my life, that bridge is burnt, no reconstruction. You literally are invisible to me, and I still do this to people to this day. We could be in the same room and you not even there. I promise you, you don't exist. You are a blur in my vision. You're not there because at that point you don't exist, and don't even try talking to me because then I'm gonna treat your life because you really tried to play with mine and you pissed me off to the point to where now I gotta act like you don't even fucking exist. So at that point, we can either meet outside and scrap hands, which you're gonna lose because I'm that pissed. Shake. Or two, we could just be cordial and keep it cute. And it's funny that I just did that hand symbol as a kid. I literally just said keep it cute.
You're supposed to be peaceful, BK Luther King.
I am peaceful until you piss me off. No. I'm peaceful
until you piss me off.
The thing is, I'm peaceful literally 99% of the time. I'm peaceful 99 times out of 100. I'm going to try to resolve it peacefully. That 100 time, I'm tired. I give you that many chances. I do.
If I'm not
as a Libra, I'm going to keep accepting. I'm going to be like, oh, I forgive you. Oh, I forgive you. Oh, I forgive you until it's going to be a bitch. Why are you looking at me? Because now we finna fight. Because you looked at me, like literally.
Because you,
like you.
Yo, it's so interesting that you say that because I recently had that hit. I mean, really recently, they had that hip, and somebody was looking at me, and I'm just like,
hold on, Sal, what the fuck you got to say about Libra? What you got to say about Libra? Because
bitch, I'll fuck you up. And they was like, she was burning a hole through me, and I was like, because I wanted you to know why you looking at me, he, and bitch, I'll come over there and knock you the fuck out.
Like Karma is my best friend. I sent the universe on you. I would tell you the universe, like Erica say, universe, do your job. I would do that. I really would, and I've done it to people before. But it's literally like, please don't take advantage of people. Please don't.
Just don't.
Please don't.
When you use your powers for
good. Look at that siren like this.
And I was looking at wait.
You looking at me? I'm looking at you.
I forgot that you and Darius know what I'm talking about. That's funny. But yeah, I was about to knock the orange off of somebody. So listen to this, right?
Because that's true. I will stab you. Actually, I'll chop off a limb, then take you to the hospital. Like, well,
no, that's so impersonal.
Before any of us say something that can incriminate us, let's talk about strategies. Let's talk about strategies to keep anger at bay before we wrap this up and move on to the debauchery. So the first thing would be try relaxing, right? Now, mind you, this is for everyday anger. Sometimes you might need something, you need some extra strength therapy, but we could try this first and see if it works. Okay. So try simple relaxation tools, deep breathing, relaxing imagery. I know for my daughter, like she has the little lava lamp thing. So you watch the lava lamp, breathe in your diaphragm and slowly repeat a calming word like relax, take it easy,
get some dick.
Whatever works for you.
I'm just saying that's therapy to relaxing too. Shit.
It is. It definitely is.
The word would be cathartic, but yes, you're right.
So you could try slow yoga exercises. You can practice those techniques daily. Okay.
In the bedroom.
Yoga is effective in the bedroom. Okay.
Slow strokes in yoga, yeah.
Yes. You can also try cognitive restructuring. So this means trying to change the way that you think, because when we're angry, everything is dramatic and exaggerated in our minds. So try replacing your thoughts that you're currently having with rational thoughts, using logic. Instead of thinking this is horrible, this is terrible, for example, you could try to understand a way that you can navigate the situation and make things better. Cold, hard logic. So be a Virgo, right?
No.
Y'all faces.
No, thank you.
Wants to be a Virgo?
Not really. No.
I'm proud being a Pisces. Thank you.
I mean, I'm the best.
Only Gemini.
So let me tell you about my other double signs in here. I love y'all. Gemini and Pisces. We cut from the same cloth. Have a Gemini, we both air signs. Pisces.
I'm an air sign.
I love Pisces. However,
y'all
motherfuckers who are great at sex. They will slut you out and give you the best sexual experience, then ghost your ass.
Leave it to BK to bring it back to sex.
We're on the same mind, though. We're on the same mind. I get it.
Hey, wait, and Siren, you're an Aquarius, right?
Yeah, of course. Alpha and Omega, baby. Yes.
Anyway.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Whenever they group us air signs together, who is always the leader?
Geminis are the crazy ones.
All the time.
No, we're not crazy.
Okay.
We're mentally hilarious. And
Allegedly. Okay. okay, Annie? You know what it is.
You know what? I can't even comment on that. I just look, all three air signs are here, so we finna cut up right now. We finna cut up.
Y'all hilarious.
We'll start ruling the panel today.
Bass don't like us air signs, by the way.
I didn't say that. It's not that I don't like y'all.
He is marrying an
You
air
also don't like
sign.
Pisces either, right?
But,
Wait,
no. The only sign that I don't like are Pisces. I know
Pisces. Exactly. Just fucking hating on me.
Because all my situations.
It ain't you. Don't take it personal.
I know.
You didn't do it.
It's not you. It's not you, Jazz.
I know.
They did. It's so many of them.
No,
like
I get you.
it was a run of them. It was like went from my mom to my first baby, one of my baby
That's how I feel
moms.
about
Like,
Scorpios. Like I love Scorpios, but I can't be around them. Or
and then like the only
Capricorns.
and Pisces really messed it up for me when the only Pisces men I know are all shicey as fuck.
I will give you.
So
that.
it's like I can't. Yeah, I mean, it's like y'all get no solace from me. It's like, listen, I can't do. It's nothing. I ain't got nothing for y'all.
My running with
at this point,
Scorpios.
Pisces only good at sex. That's all I deem them worthy for. That's it.
Wow, it's
That's
true.
terrible.
I'll take it though.
He said, "Sprinkle, sprinkle, bitch. Sprinkle, sprinkle."
Drizzle, 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 drizzle.
We're safe. We're so safe.
I personally feel that
Everything.
everybody agrees that Scorpios are terrible. That's what I personally believe.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees. That
Best
Scorpios.
idea.
My son is a Scorpio.
My son is a Scorpio. My son is a Scorpio.
I have two sons that are Scorpios, and they're terrible people.
I'm trying to teach them to be. I'm trying to teach them to be better.
Everybody loves my son.
I'm trying.
Scorpios are so self-centered and selfish. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
No, my son is so attentive and like he's just a little gentleman and a little person's body. Like,
But let me ask this: is he that way? Does he get what he wants
every time?
That
That's
sounds
my
like
baby.
bitterness.
Nah,
right
just
there.
smack a
Carolyn.
Pisces, man. No, don't do that. That's
Sorry.
violent.
Scorpio?
Spray bottle,
Be
spray bottle.
better.
I'm trying to teach. I'm
Be
trying to
better.
teach Scorpio to be better and do better, and I'm pretty sure you're doing the same. But it's just
I am.
it gets hard sometimes because he's like, "Well, why can't I have what I want?" And I'm like, buddy.
See, I don't go through that. Well, I don't go through that.
I love him, but
if I do tell him no, he never is like, oh, why can't I have what I have? He's so understanding, even when I know that it bothers him. He's still very. So
Is he October Scorpio?
November 1st.
Oh
November
God!
1st. Why you make that?
Mine's is November 11th.
Okay, so let me say this. Like, there's a difference between October Scorpios and November Scorpios.
Yeah.
And it also is a difference between genders of each month.
Okay.
October female Scorpios are fucking spawns of Satan from hell, and they're crazy as bat shit. Like, dead ass. Male October Scorpios, cool as ever. Now, on the flip side, women who were born in November under Scorpio, cool as hell. Niggas ain't shit. Okay,
so I'm trying to be some shit. Okay, all right. I gotta do his birth chart because I don't know.
I know you gotta raise him beautifully.
Maybe he's more like his moon sign, but that's my twin. Like, we don't have.
I promise you, Gina. Like, raise him.
Don't you put that on my baby?
Raise him properly. You know what I'm saying? Raise him good because right now, what I say is 100% accurate based off my experience.
Jesus.
Right now, he is 11, and all things ahead of him are going to be good and beautiful, and his wife will thank me one day. All right.
I feel the same about my little Scorpio, even though he will bogart the TV from me whenever he feels.
Because they want what they want, and
unless the son grow up and beat you, Darius.
That ain't gonna happen. Ha.
All right, so moving on to other techniques. You could try problem solving, because sometimes our anger and frustration is very escapable. All right. Not all anger is misplaced. However, you want to try to always figure out a solution to the problem that you're encountering and bring your best attitude to the situation. Focus on finding the solution rather than how you can't fix the problem. Because a lot of people are just negative And it's like you try to help them fix things and everything is nope, I can't do that. You ever met someone who just was perpetually negative and you try to help them and no matter what you suggest is a reason why, an excuse anyway. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah,
that's a whole nother episode.
Seriously.
Also, try better communication. A lot of people don't know how to communicate. Some people do not, and I see that every day at work. I have adults that I am interacting with that do not know how to express themselves. And so they get mad because they can't properly express what is going on in them. And for example, my resident yesterday, all she needed was a fucking transfer. I swear, that's all she needed. She comes in, she already mad. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to whoever's above. Okay, well, before we get to that point, what do you need help with? What do you want? What do you need help with? I need to get out of here. I can't be here no more. I had this problem, that problem, this problem. I was like, so you want to move out? You want to transfer? I don't want to transfer. I want to talk to this person. Why do you want to talk to this person? What is going on?
Why is she so angry?
Like, if you calm down, that you want to move.
Excuse me.
You're trying to help me? You're trying to be a hero?
Bro, what? Ma'am.
Oh, they get that way. Though.
What is going on? Now I'm looking at her like this, and I'm like,
wow.
Okay, so let me clarify. I said, let me clarify. Let's take a step back. Let's clarify. So you don't want help. Oh, you're looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, in the no lie.
Crazy.
Like,
the range.
The top of her lungs. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, is somebody pranking me right now? All because she was upset about a maintenance issue that she felt should have been done a long time ago. That's all it was.
No. We're not going to minimize her issue. What was the maintenance issue? Because she flushed her toilets? Or when she flushed her toilets, did it back up into the tub? Like, it depends on the maintenance issue. We talking about,
but it's still the way she reacts to the anger. She was trying to help, but she was trying to skip 18 other things. It's not their problem. It's not their fault.
No, she wanted to curse out the person that promised.
Trying to help you.
First
no, she wanted to curse out the person that promised.
Anyway.
We don't have anything
to do. Thank you, Jason.
We have nothing to do with maintenance at all. But my thing was, at the end of the day, when we finally got her to talk, she was like, "I want to transfer." Bitch, that's what I said at the beginning. I said at the beginning. You did all of that to come right back to what I said in the beginning, that you want to fucking transfer, which I could have helped. I could have helped you with.
Had a patient whole skill already made up.
Oh, she's like, you gonna let me say my script? You gonna let me say my script?
Yeah, exactly.
I have a statement that I always say that a lot of people are committed to misunderstanding you. So no matter what you say to them, it's going to be a misunderstanding because they already have it up in their mind that they're not going to agree with you, and that's just never.
Because most people listen to respond and not listen to actually engage, and if it's not what they want to hear, they automatically get defensive.
But she was so upset that she ain't hear nothing. And that happens to me often, that the person comes in already on 20 and I'm saying what they want to hear, but they're so mad they don't hear it.
You know what? Maybe you should give them a piece of paper. Hey, please write down your request.
Maybe try to hit her with the stuff. That's how angry they get.
Yeah, throw the paper.
Exactly.
Throw the paper. I
had a patient like that.
I'm sorry, you got to go online and fill out your petition.
And they mad because they don't know technology.
I have a lot of people that can't write. They can't. They can't spell. They can't read. So because they know they can't, they'll get angry, and so that just makes it worse. The niggas don't like to write. I've learned that.
No, I had just to piggyback off that. I had a patient one time, and he was very soft, soft to me. because he was my first client there, my first patient at the place I used to work at. And he got to a point where he was purposely not doing what he had to do on his end, didn't want to take accountability, but it was our problem. Every time he called, he was threatening me, threatening the staff, threaten this and that. I'm going to have all your jobs, to the point where I would tell him count to 10. I was like, who are you talking to right now? Because you got to talk to him a certain way sometimes. Like, this is Jazz you're talking to, the person who's only been in your thing. So if you think you need to take my job, go ahead. Do it. But calm down so I can help you. I can only help you if you tell me what you need. But you telling me, the guy even tried to put that him getting stabbed randomly in Philly. He got stabbed and it was our fault. And I was like, why was it our fault? Oh, because I didn't go to therapy. I tried to get you in therapy. You didn't listen. I was trying to get you to the spot. I was trying to do all these things for you. But see, that's why I let them go crazy, do their thing. I'm like, okay, are you done? Now let me try to help you. Because everybody's going to vent. Everybody's going to be angry. Everybody's going to be a thing. So go ahead. I'm the person who can take it. Go ahead. Give it to me. Now calm down. How can I help? What can we do for you? Because you can get to my manager. You got to wait 2 hours when I can give you the same information. I have that ability. So do you want me to help you or not? And if they don't, I send them, sit down. Now you got to wait 2 hours. And they're like, Jazz, why did you help? I was like, I did. Not my problem. And then they
I pointed them to the waiting area. Like, what are you talking about? I helped them.
Because I waited 2 hours. Sir, you here for 2 minutes.
Rockstar said I can't focus when I'm mad. Literally, I will forget how to read and comprehend, and then I calm down and everything is fine again.
You big man, huh?
Lastly, before we go on and we start the debauchery, I just want to say that if you are in a domestic violence situation, and Cardi, can you put this number in the chat? Please, you can call 1-800-799-7233. That is the domestic violence hotline. Okay. If you feel like you need help and you're trying to get out of a situation, there is help available for you. Okay. 1-800-799-7233. Okay.
DA stands for domestic abuse, by the way. For folks who don't know.
What'd you say?
So DA, that's domestic abuse.
Yes. DA is for domestic abuse because there's abbreviations for everything now. I don't know if that's good or bad.
And if you bold enough to call them nerds, I ain't gonna say we gonna pull up. But
you just go brain dead when you get there, huh?
So y'all, that was a lot. It was heavy but necessary. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for sharing your stories. Jason, I appreciate you for sharing your story. That's why I respect nurses and doctors, and I have to see them no matter how long it takes. As I think to myself, if I piss them off, they're going to make me wait longer. So I wait. That is 100% correct.
I fuck with Jason, my fellow stars. I'm gonna drink to you, Jason.
Right? I like Jason. Love Jason. He's my.
I ain't gonna lie. I did that before. You piss me off, I make you wait longer because you don't piss me off while I was being nice.
I do that shit all the time. Yeah.
You gotta calm me down.
God damn it!
I'm not gonna lie. You done messed up my mood while I was being absolutely polite to you. Now you're gonna wait.
And now it's time for. Let's pick up the mood. Let's brighten it up.
Let's song or something.
Let's be nasty.
God damn it.
It's time for our Inside the Box segment, okay? And if you don't know what the box is,
because we love being inside her boxes.
Yours is probably dry, unlike Jizzy's, whose neck is very lubricated.
Final
we're so proud of him. Or them.
The secret is jizz.
Get your Jizzy the Unicorn t-shirts at www.headnerdsandscharge.com.
Yo,
we got merch, bitch.
You know what would be a great piece of merch with the Jizzy the Unicorn on it?
What?
A jizz rag, like a towel, 4x4. Maybe 6x6.
I saw that at Exotica. I saw that Exotica. There were porn stars, and she was selling a rag with her face on it.
Come rag
on my face.
It's a come rag. Come on her face. Yeah,
I love
it makes
that.
sense.
I can get behind that. I
Is it
100%
unicorn jizz
support
rags? I'm
that.
here for it.
Make it microfiber. No, don't make it microfiber. Motherfuckers don't know how to clean microfiber.
Nah, they
Motherfuckers
get
don't
the
know how to clean
regular- they get the
microfiber.
regular
Make it
cotton.
terry.
They get
Make
the
it
regular
terry
cotton.
and just something, you know what I mean?
This
You
sounds
gotta
like
be so cheap.
And if you fancy, you can get you a silk one. You know, you gotta rub it off all smooth, like
I want something to caress me
Make-
while I'm
make it
wiping it
shudder.
off.
Yeah, I'm crying.
Jizzy nut rags. I love it.
I'm with it.
So yes, that's a good idea. That is actually a wonderful idea. So tonight we are going to be discussing auralism, which is a sound and voice fetish.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So
You nasty bitch.
realize during the intimate session that you
Jazz.
Oh wait, and special thanks to Jazz though. Because Jazz is the reason for this segment. Jazz is the reason for this
it's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Nasty bitch.
Say why you pull the hair. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Cyrus.
Look, I said,
Your nasty bitch sounds so much different than my nasty bitch.
I was about to say totally different. It was
Totally
y'all
different.
well, I'm sure Bass aggressive as fuck. Like, nasty bitch. Yeah.
No,
Jesus
look,
Christ.
you gotta be a type of person to like it.
I mean, I said it live on TV and she looked like, never mind.
I'm sure Cardi, his soft
Never
Dom
mind.
daddy.
Never mind. Because she definitely didn't look like she was mad.
I
at
would
all.
The soft Dom daddy do it. How would you say it? How would
English
you say it?
disgust.
Huh?
That's how I say it. Mine has disgust to it.
Oh,
You nasty bitch.
you make me laugh.
It's a
You sound
That's how I
concept.
say it.
Pop, like no,
There's so many ways to say it.
that's the way you say
So
it.
many things.
Oh, you can whisper it while while you're a missionary, lean over on the neck, kiss a nibble a little bit, like nasty bitch.
No,
No,
you
mine just
gotta be
ripped up
in
and
the act
talking
of
in
doing
the ear.
something nasty to say
Yeah.
nasty bitch.
No,
No, not always. Not always.
No, you need to. You
Simple
gotta
It's
put
the
the
energy.
emphasis on it.
Simple and effective. She's sitting there on her back with her legs open, and you digging in her, and you on her neck, and you caressing, and you touching,
Nah,
you hitting her
just
points, and then you hit that
But-
air with the
Wait.
tongue a little bit. And you
Simple
lick
bitch.
it and go, nasty bitch.
simple
You
bitch.
know.
Fucking you
Alright.
missionary style. You fucking
No,
pillow princess.
But it's not even
Depending on the
about that,
position,
though.
depending on how
You
you
could
say it.
just
'Cause
be
if you doggy
walking.
style, you hitting that shit from the back and you smack her head like nasty bitch. You know.
No, when you do it from the back and then you put your thumb in her butt. That's when you be like, you nasty.
No. I don't like that.
Context is
Now you got
everything.
the
No,
Oh my
no.
God, no.
When you do the hello from the
No.
other side thing.
You put your thumb in her
Wait.
butt and then put your foot on the side of her face, like ugh.
Does it have to?
That's right. You gotta do the camera.
No. Oh God.
Hear me all right?
I don't know. That's what I call it.
He said the
Wait a
camera
minute.
on.
I call it the
I'm done.
camera.
Jason said, I'm starting with Siren's sexy voice. It's not sexy. She sounds so much like Kelly Rowland, who I love. That is such a compliment because Kelly is my fave, but I don't hear that, baby.
Such a how you say that now. So she's like, "Shut the fuck up, dickhead," and you be like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Let me tell you, Calandria has always been
Joey
sexy.
also, dang, I lost my thing. Where did it go? Joey was saying something. I lost my comments. Oh, Joey said, Roxy has what I call the Rita Repulsa voice. Has the magic to make monsters grow. Respectfully.
That was so poetic. That was so poetic. Make my monster grow. You like shaboing.
Rise.
You gotta add that. You gotta add that one to your bio on Facebook.
I think I might.
The voice that makes monsters rise. I like it.
Shoot.
You get a monster.
So by definition, right, auralism means that you are aroused by sound. So, obviously, this varies from person to person, and specifically aroused by sounds are practicing mindful sensuality without even realizing. So ASMR, right, which stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian response is a term describing the tingling sensation some people experience in response to certain sounds and sights. And notably, there has been an increased interest around sensual audio experiences in recent years, from audio porn to ASMR. So some of the things that might turn you on would be whispering or soft speaking, moaning or heavy breathing, wet noises, which like licking or producing slick wet noises.
I
The
love
sound
listening to people fuck. I'm sorry. That's a turn on.
Hearing people chew.
Hearing people, huh?
Oh hell no!
Hearing people chew.
No.
What?
That's an ASMR
How we
thing.
get there?
I don't like
that. I like
Depends on what they're chewing.
No.
I have misophonia. It's called misophonia. I don't like hearing people smack and chew.
I hate it. I hate it personally.
Yeah.
But I also can't watch people eat either. So
now I'll watch you eat, but I don't want to hear that shit.
Nah, that's weird.
I can't.
A lot of
because
people
when I'm
like
watching it, I attach sound to it.
A lot of people like role playing scenarios, so the erotic role play fantasy spoken aloud, which jazz that'll be your podcast. So people will come for that. Memory and association play a role. So sounds that we experience during our intimate moments, they become strongly associated with arousal and pleasure. So voice, music, nature sounds, because the rain makes a lot of people horny, right? Some people like household noises, like vacuuming or clocks. And
is it the rain, the sound of rain that makes people horny, or is it just, I don't know.
You can kiss in the rain.
Why are we?
It triggers you to a romantic setting.
It
triggers you to a romantic
like
setting.
Cloudy.
It's cloudy. It's dark. You cuddled up.
I'm more relaxed in the rain, but I am also horny. So it's like we gotta look into why does rain make people horny?
It's cleansing.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying I'm a big proponent of fucking when it's raining. That's like, it's the best. Like the sounds of the rain, like not to be poetic, but on the window pane and the hitting the roof, like the thunder.
Window pane. I'm Mary J.
Yeah, so it got you going down, but it's
going down,
and it's how everything is muffled outside the windows. That's what's best about it. And then it's just like, you want to be close, you want to cuddle, you want to be, and then when you get
cold.
I'm cold. Why don't you come over here? I'll warm you up real quick. And
it's like if you, I don't know. For me, I know it's like a trigger because it's like more romantic in a sense. Like again, I associate like raining sounds, especially like when it patters like on the rooftops or anything like that. Like you can hear the difference. Mine is it reminds me of being in a car with somebody I want to be with, and we doing some things, and it's just that romance, that sexiness, that's everything, and it triggers that motion for me.
I just thought about something too.
Because let me tell you, when you're in a car and it's raining hard as hell, and can't nobody see, it's going down. Okay,
exactly.
Let me tell you, I ain't passing up no car sex. I love car sex. Okay, and then it's raining. We getting
it's an art.
Roxy, you have any sounds?
Yes.
There goes
with
mine right there.
Rain, I like how like it gives you that full of, it's just like it's intimate. You're not going out the house or anything. It's just it's all nasty outside. So let's just kind of Netflix and chill,
actually are not sexy.
And then
just different. And then if you got the window open and you got the scent of the rain in there, rain and everything, and let it be kind of humid, so it might be a little sweaty.
That's a different kink right there.
I like a little sections.
The scent of rain. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's also the
little bit of breeze.
Too.
Yep.
Yeah, the breeze.
That's it.
Oh, a breeze on your naked cheeks.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Sweaty naked cheeks.
Booty hug. Especially get a little hot and you get that nice little that refresh, that second tank of energy. Like, yeah.
What's also funny? Gotcha, call him. What's also funny is if you're from Philly, Tony Brown and the Chocolate Storm. That's when it's grown and sexy time. When it comes up in the sound of the thunder, you like, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a groovy message.
Now, definitely we have people that have voice fixations. Okay, so they like a particular person's voice. All right, real people with distinctive voices. They amass fans. All right, accents. I like a good accent. I like a southern accent. Okay, I don't know what it is about a southern drawl for a woman or a man is very, very attractive to me.
The twang?
And I have
a southern twang, or just like regular southern?
I don't know what it is. It's just, well, I like a NOLA accent too. When they say baby,
I was about to say NOLA.
I can't do it like them, but when they say baby, I'll be like, yes, I'll make
you yourself a gambit.
I'll make you one.
That Creole accent is something special.
So for me, it's the opposite. I only have two that I absolutely abhor. Like, I cannot take a New York accent, and I cannot take a Boston accent. Anybody else, I can hear you. Like,
a Boston accent is
I prefer a woman with a deeper voice, but you know, I'll take squeaky Minnie Mouse any day too. As long as she don't sound like she's from New York, we good.
I'm gonna have to agree with Joey. I'm gonna have to agree with Joey on this one. That London accent, that UK accent is kind of sexy in a sense.
It is. So Idris Elba.
It's all right.
It has to be sophisticated.
It's all right.
It's all right.
What's that nigga name? Jacob something. Interview with a Vampire nigga. He's British. Okay.
Oh wait, yeah, wait a minute.
The motherfucker's British and speaks French, so he's able to do. He got the American ass accent. He able to do a little Creole with. Woo! That switch up though. That switch up because
the woman that voices Storm in X-Men '97.
Oh yeah, the original voice actor.
Oh, I do like a raspy voice. Yeah, you have a nice.
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah, it's a light rasp. Like, I smoke, but I don't overdo it.
She smokes with the cigarette holder. She smokes with the cigarette holder.
Like, I ain't Macy Gray with it.
Yeah.
Now, I had a video all queued up of Roxy talking, right? Here, so we want to embarrass you. Can you play the video of Roxy?
All right. There you go, Roxy.
Protect a corrupt ruler hell-bent on expansion. Dress and show us. Good luck.
Do you not know where you stand? Every home in this kingdom is built upon the bones of our enemies long since slain. You walk freely the cobble of its roads that have been paved with their blood. Do not pretend you are unaware of our past, that you have not benefited from the violence of our ancestors. I simply follow in their footsteps. I expand my kingdom not for myself, but for you, for our future generations. So if you are unwilling to pick up a sword and slay those who stand in our kingdom's way, then your remains can join theirs in its foundation. I said what I said.
Protect a corrupt ruler hell-bent on expansion.
Okay, Game of Thrones role play.
That was I've seen that video a few times.
Does anybody else? Listen, that was giving me Diablo 3 vibes. Like you were about to tell me we're gonna go slay one of the great demon lords of yore. It was great.
Roxy is the inventor.
Joey Green said this.
Roxy is the inventor of voice breathing. She got a whole new demon slaying form, voice breathing.
Definitely BG3.
So definitely, we gonna get Roxy's information, but y'all follow her on TikTok. If y'all enjoy her voice that makes you moist, y'all follow her on TikTok. She does a lot of her voice acting on there, and I promise you will not be disappointed. You know, if you're having a bad day, just go on over there and let her talk to you. You know what I mean?
I do. She's one of my faves. Your mom. Yeah. I judge people on that too.
I ain't gonna lie. It's certain people I've had sex with in the past. They almost made me go harder. I was just like, it was a boost. Like, yes, I can last longer. You know.
When they cut.
But Roxy, I have a question. So when did you realize that you had this voice?
You know what is interesting? Because like I've heard people tell me about my voice being all great and everything. And I'm like, this thing, I don't care. It sounds like a cartoon. I never took anybody seriously about it. And I think it might have been when I was working and my job wanted me to be the voice of the hospital. And so I was that one that you call and you know, and I was like,
over the intercom.
Yeah, you know, no, actually, if you call over to the hospital, I'm the one telling you what prompt to hit. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and try this out.
Oh, you got residuals off of that.
Was like, yeah, my husband was like, Roxanne, why don't you go ahead and do voices? And I'm like, nah, ain't nobody gonna like it. So
this department,
I finally decided to go ahead and go into it, and I discovered I actually kind of like my voice. I love deep voices, and the older I've gotten, it feels like my voice have gotten considerably deeper. And I'm like, yeah, good, man.
I love that.
Good.
You'll never find.
Do you sing too?
I have. Yeah.
Okay. I love it. And I'm excited to see what you do with your voice acting. I love your TikTok. I love listening to you say just about anything. But you're very, very convincing. Very, very convincing. And I'm like, she's so naturally, like you're naturally good at it. So not only do you have the voice, but you have the acting skills behind it as well. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Because I'm working on it. I'm really trying to take it somewhere so it can actually be my retirement career things. I can go ahead and get out of healthcare and do that. But I'm working on it. Thank you so much.
I'm
always down to run lines.
Yep. And I'm here for you to be the next Cree Summer. So
thank you.
Yes. The next Cree Summer. I'll be like,
as the other fellow actor in the room, I'm down to help.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I need it.
Down to help.
That's the next thing. We all got to get together and run lines.
I would love to.
Voice acting, BK?
I have not done voice acting, and I am willing to actually do voice acting. It's just I get so much more like on camera acting that comes my way, which I just got an email for a very popular show for availability check. So I might be filming this summer. I'm not going to speak on it yet, but you guys would know. I can't talk about it yet because I ain't got casted yet. But y'all would know. Y'all should know. I check, just you can see it. We will see what happens in the future. We will see what happens in the future.
Okay. So. Now, my personal fave, okay. And I don't know, my video was buffering on my side, but my personal fave was the other video I had queued up. When I say I love this man could say anything to me. Can you play that other video?
Right. Hey, Sugarfoot. Real quick, are you lonely? Husband not loving you like he used to? Oh, I'm just curious because I want to know what will possess a happy, satisfied woman to DM a stranger after 1 a.m. in the morning, this kind of message, tall and gliss? Oof, a man like myself who puts out positive videos, who puts out funny videos? Me? Do you not have anyone to hold you at night? Because I can only imagine me being happy with my woman, laying there with her and saying, babe, be right back. I gotta go give some random girl a piece of my mind on social media. Do you know how insane that is? Do you? That tells me two things. You're miserable and you're lonely. And in the small chance where you do have a man, he ain't doing a good job because you're giving your attention to me. I'm living rent-free in your head, baby. And one thing about me, when I have the time and I decide to clap back, I'm going to do it so elegantly. Respectfully, of course. Sensational.
Love him.
Let me tell you something. Let me just say this. Let me tell you something. I hate the fact that he uses his physical appearance as his advantage, because it's like you can't do nothing but get weak. He's 6'7", he's muscular, he's tatted, he's bearded with a deep ass voice, and it's just like you get weak. Ooh, it's just you just
like,
damn.
That man is fine. That man
I could never say no. I would never say no.
Oh my God. Listen, every time he
again,
be like,
damn, okay.
Respectfully drop them draws, nigga.
I just want a hug and for him to just ask me how my day was in my ear. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a different type of intimacy right there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Just like,
Rockstar said you're right. I'm a slut. She said he doesn't care. Take me. No, however, his voice is great. Oh God! Yes,
y'all gonna
I
be
love
climbing
him.
that tree.
Do you guys have someone that just does it for you when they talk? Cardi.
Damn, you put me on the spot. Hold on.
Yeah.
Not per se, but this is kind of one of my first, I guess, loves or introductions into sex as a younger person. Because I was like really into phone sex as a teenager. So I was like doing that before I was actually really fucking. So having a voice or a moan or some type of audible noise definitely always got it going. So I wouldn't say there's anyone per se. I would really have to think about it. But if you're talking nasty to me, I'll take whatever comes.
Come what comes.
You know.
Darius, you have a person?
Yes. So, Teresa Randall. If you watch Girl 6.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Yes. After that movie, everything she says is silky smooth and buttery, and no matter how old she gets, like she's Martin's wife in Bad Boys. Every time she talks, oh my God, her voice is, you don't get in the house. And then her on Girl 6 was even better, and also Naomi Campbell too. Naomi Campbell.
Oh
her
yeah,
voice.
she got a voice. I like the way she talks. Yeah, it's the accent. You like the accent. That's what it is. Yeah, and the fact that she throw things.
Yep. Don't throw them at me. Throw them at somebody else.
And
how
that ass.
Thinking.
Darius, you want to finish your thought while she was thinking?
Okay, so I also like how I like a woman who's mean to everybody else but nice to me. Like, so the family, nice to all of us. Mean to everybody else. Like I just be sitting back like with my drink in my hand, but like, go get them.
Just hit me. Two names. Julie from Philly.
Okay.
Jill Scott got that fucking voice. Jill Scott has that voice. And man, Julie, it just hit me. It was just Julie from Philly just really stuck out to me. She got that fucking voice. Oh, and Janet fucking Jackson.
Yep.
I was gonna say that.
Too bad. Mine now.
Reba said when he does that before the sensational is so sexy, I feel it in places. Jason said Brooke from One Tree Hill. Baby, everybody don't know about One Tree Hill. I used to watch
I got you, Jason. I got you, Jason.
Everybody don't know about it. Rockstar says, seriously, my man, when he is tired or angry, Rihanna, Jared Way, The Weeknd singing, Frank Lira, you meant Lira, I guess, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Idris Elba, and Angela Bassett. Okay. Tony Braxton.
Angela.
Okay. Sade.
Sade.
Sweetest Taboo. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm gonna lick her mole.
Roxy, somebody do it for you.
Oh, lick her mole.
I swear to God. Which side is roll? I swear to God.
I'm a whore.
Mullen.
You look at the moles.
I don't.
That
little beauty mark she got on the side of her.
You're committed.
Yeah, I am.
Roxy,
No matter how.
you got somebody that do it for you?
So of course, the 6'7" dude.
Yes.
It's all the shit.
Y'all two, can you imagine them two motherfuckers together talking dirty to each other?
Oh my gosh, it's going back surround sound, bass, Michael Death. Like it just reorganize all the organs inside your body. Goodness. Heart in my stomach now.
Oh my God.
Where my shoulder is, like just.
But BK, I know you said Janet Jackson.
Who is a long list, but what does it for me, honestly, sound wise, it's not so much the voices, it's the action.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love hearing people fuck. I don't have to be in the room with you. Just hearing you through the door or wall, I'm gonna beat my dick to that. It is that, because I can't think of people right now at the moment because there's so many that I love to hear and get turned on, but it's more my sound turn on is actually hearing people fuck.
Okay, I like that. Now, Jazz, I wanted to talk about talking dirty.
Yes.
Okay. Now the funny thing is, I actually considered myself to have issues with being a dirty talker, like on demand. Like if you call me on the phone and be like, talk dirty to me, I'm gonna be like, what? I'm gonna just come over there and fuck you. Like, why?
Some people don't know how to talk.
There's no intimacy.
Let it happen naturally. Don't put me on the spot. But I know that you have experience with actually having to do it on demand. So can you give us an example of talking dirty? I hope I'm not putting you on the spot.
No, girl, I'm talking about this stuff.
All right, so for y'all watching,
hold on, let me get my lotion.
I would definitely say if you're new to it, if it's your first time, even if you sound nervous the first word, like you like that baby or whatever, like it sounds weird, but when you start seeing the reaction of your partner, that inspires you to go a little further. So just do it. If it sounds silly and you wind up laughing in the middle of it, that's okay too. Just make it sexy. For me, it's what I always want. So even if my partner is trying to be in a mood or my client's being in a mood and they want to say certain things, I'm going to say because it comes more natural that way. So I want you to say, I'm going to be saying stuff like, what was the one? Like, oh yeah, like, you like how I do that to you right there? Is that how you like it? Yeah, you're such a dirty boy. I love that. Look how messy you're getting, or something like that. It's about getting that exotic, like I always say, pull things from what you're nurturing with or what you're normal with. So pornography, I listen to a lot of audiobooks. They say a lot of raunchier shit, which I love. It's pulling all that information and getting confident and putting it out. Even if you're not confident with it, do it. Just do it. Nobody's going to know.
I'm going
to talk dirty. Like, what do you like?
I consider myself an A+ sex talker. I've been doing this since high school. I used to get girls like crazy, just doing it. It was a thing. They used to just call me up just for that. I should have had my own goddamn hotline at one point.
But I think it's different for women, though.
Do it now, Cardi. I want to hear an example.
Can't do it on the spot. Can't be on.
But I think it's hard to do it on the spot too, because you need to have like a scenario. Yeah, you got to get in the headspace. It's acting. You got to get in that space.
I thought the liquor helped.
And plus, I don't do stuff for free.
You said you don't do it for free. We teaching the class. We teaching the class.
I could do something on the spot. What you want me to say? Give me something to say.
Go ahead, baby. DK, show them how I was telling.
What you want me to say? What you want me to say?
I don't want to tell you what to say.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna try. I'm a little wine tipsy. I'm gonna try. All right. Okay. Damn, you such a good girl right now. I love that shit. Keep going. Hey. Oh, you know how I like it. Damn. You know what you're doing. See, you remember, don't you? You learn. See, you doing what I taught you. Yeah, keep going. I love that shit. You know what? I'll make sure I take care of you after this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's some good shit right there. See, I taught you well. You're a good girl right there.
You nasty
Good
bitch.
Bravo.
So
hey,
my
I'm just saying, follow my lead. Keep going. Do as I say. We're gonna be all right. All right, trust me. I got you.
And it's an art form.
I think that's something we all got to do together. I need to see a script where all of us, the three of us, at least talking dirty and trying to see what's going
do a
on.
table read.
Yeah.
Do a dirty talking table read.
Because then you can get demanding too.
Because I
You
was
can be
gonna
like this.
respond when he
All
was
right, so this is
telling
what I'm
BK
gonna
was
do. I just I'm finna go take a shower. When I get out, be prepared to get your pussy ate. All right.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, let me get that leg up.
Get the leg
up. All right. When I get out, I want you to be on your back, spread eagle.
But that's the thing that's interesting too. Because when I did hypnodoming, so it's like we're just talking and there's like a thing in the background to like subliminal messaging type bullshit. You have to make your own script. So you have to automatically assume what they're wanting. So it makes things a little harder because like one thing can get you out of the mood entirely.
Yes.
And it's like again, like I don't mind dirty talk. I love it. But once they say something or the octave is wrong and my ear does not like it, done. I'm just like, oh, okay, I came. Goodbye. Have a great day. Good job.
Bye.
I'm lucky that my girl can do it really well.
Wait, Rockstar, what type of hug? Is it like a normal hug or a throat hug? Which one?
A throat hug.
A throat hug.
Y'all,
a hug from the back.
Brad said,
reach around.
Brad said talking dirty is an art that must be practiced and refined. You gotta catch me in the act, like while we're doing it, while we're having sex. I will say all the nasty, dirty stuff, but if you like and sing, I'm gonna be like, oh, fuck you. Just, no, I'll suck your dick.
I think
fucking
way to try something like,
what happened?
Coming over.
That's a turn on itself. I'll suck your dick. Doing.
I was going to throw a suggestion out there. So one of the things you could probably do is, foreplay right before the bedroom. Like, say if you're behind your partner or whatnot, and you're already in the mood. You're in the mood, but you're not in the bedroom or anything. Walk up on them.
Yeah.
Get behind them. Get behind that ear. Tell them what you want to do to them. I'm going to take you in a room, and I'm going to lick you up and down, and you're going to sit there, and then you're going to walk away, and like grab their junk or whatever, and walk away. Just
walk away. Bring your ass back here. What are you doing?
Exactly.
But here's the thing.
You already started it, and now they're going to probably end up going along with the dialogue, and they're going to feed you the lines. You're going to automatically feed them the lines.
And you think you walking away though.
Exactly.
But I would say also it's not just about like the sexual part beforehand, like definitely the foreplay, but also like I think it triggers me more in a good way when it's like, don't worry, daddy got you. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. It's the little, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay.
Really
you start building and trusting it, huh?
It's really good, healthy masturbation play.
Yeah.
Randomly with their ear.
As a bisexual motherfucker, it's different with men and women. I'm sorry. It's different when it comes to men and women. The voice, it's woo, because some niggas.
I know I'm gonna need my
that nigga glowing.
My jizzy cloth after this episode.
Yeah, let's get these jizzy cloths on the market. Let's get these. I'm gonna have to give me a few of them.
Just get all that up.
So do y'all like sloppy, wet kissing noises or no?
Depending on my mood.
I'm a person say when I'm looking at people, I hate when I'm watching people kiss and it's like spit and now don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with spit. Like if I'm doing it, that's fine. But if I'm visually looking at it and hearing it and it's like blah, blah, blah. No, I only want to hear the sloppy top. The
The sloppy toppy.
I don't want the kissing to be. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know if I want to see sloppy kiss, but I would definitely be a part of a sloppy kiss.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
you can also have a sloppy kiss that isn't spit filled. Like you can tongue each other the fuck down without having a bunch of spit everywhere.
And I got a long tongue, so it's going down your throat.
Yeah.
Yep, you do the circles around the tongue, all that. All that shit.
Look, I'm like Frontier booking flight to Chicago.
Yes, it comes down here.
Oh God!
Oh.
Wait, y'all never seen my tongue? I thought I showed y'all before.
I haven't seen your tongue. And I see. Nice. That's a nice,
love that
long tongue you got there, sir. Nice,
Yes.
healthy long
Yeah, it's
tongue.
gonna be flooded.
It can give directions. To your left and right.
Oh, and I did this little trick, little tongue twister. It's like a little trick too. It's like I haven't perfected it on the outside yet, but I'm working on it. So it just twists, in directions. So I'm like,
oh wow,
I'm trying to learn how to like flip it faster and outward more, but we'll see.
You're nasty.
At least you
got
know.
abs on that tongue.
Yeah, do you gotta do your
DM's gonna be full.
We got
do
a
your tongue
oral
exercises.
fixation.
Punch in the air. Not Gene Simmons.
A kiss in the house.
Mwah. All right.
Now, another question for you guys: have you ever had someone say or make a sound or moan during sex that completely took you out of it?
Yes.
I have. I had a motherfucker, and this man, I had such a crush on this guy in high school, and he was gorgeous. Absolutely positive.
Pretty Ricky, what they called him.
Pretty Ricky is what they called him, okay? But we finally had sex, and he was growling like Tony the Tiger. I started and I was just like, what the fuck is happening? And it just
was he like role playing?
Like, what was that about?
Now,
wasn't a sexy like
you
men
growl
growl.
if you're
But
coming,
I like
I'll
growls.
accept it. If you're coming,
It wasn't
but-
it wasn't a sexy
Yeah.
growl, I promise y'all. It was
No.
like
Yeah.
and it was
Oh, you
the
punch him in the
facial-
no, don't punch him. Don't listen to me. No,
and
thank
I was
you.
underneath him, and I just was like, all of a sudden that crush was gone, and I for you. The first time was the last time. I did not enjoy it. I don't know. It
Yeah.
wasn't for me. It
It
wasn't
was-
for me.
I remember a couple
love
years ago,
growls.
like in the heart of the pandemic, I was working from home, and like most people working from home, you had your appointment over, and I was ready. I was like, I've been preparing for this all day. I'm finna go in, right? Like right as soon as I clock out, I'm going in. But in the middle of working, I heard them listening to a chewing ASMR, and that turned me all the way off. I was just like, fuck, I don't even want to do this no more. Like.
Wow.
It was so annoying to the point that I had like, I was like, can you stop watching that? Oh my God. The smacking was ridiculous. And it was repeatedly like, and I was just like, I don't even want to do this no more. Like, I'm mad because I prepared for this. And you're over there. You just annoyed me. Like, oh, it was like, and it was just like, cut that shit off, please.
I've had a woman who, we worked together, and it was, and I had a little crush on her. She was cute, little Southeast Asian woman. She had the pear shape, nice.
Okay, you got your little
I heard her say "daddy" one time, and she sounded like fucking Doja Cat. And those fucking daddy, I'm like, oh no. It's a wrap. I'm fucking good, daddy. I'm like, no, nah.
I'm ashamed of everything right now.
I was like, nope. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, she's Southeast Asian. I think I stopped getting to know her at that point because it's just like I can't unhear it. I can't unhear it. So
Do it
everything she
again.
come up
Do
short.
it again, Daddy. Do it again.
Yes, Daddy. I'm like, oh no, oh no. And from that point forward, I could not unhear it anymore. And like she worked in like the call. She worked in the call center, and like she must have been talking to her like I don't know if it was a boyfriend, her booty call, whatever. And I heard her say it, and I just could never take her serious from that point forward. Never take her serious from that point forward. I got yes, Daddy. I'm like, no. I like because y'all heard the Doja Cat Chinese chat stuff when she was doing all that freaky shit for the white guys, and then she, oh yeah, Daddy. I'm like,
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Yeah, you said Freddie got fingered. That's like fucking Tom Green on Freddie got fingered. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why would you say it like that? The cadence, the tone, the pitch.
We got Daddy. We got weird ass growl. Weird ass growl.
I couldn't F that. I'm like, nah.
Why did that tiger look like an old ass man trying to
Like an old man trying to send some soup back.
Yeah, that would take me completely out of it. Absolutely.
Like it took me out of her as a person.
Brad said, the dude that was growling during sex and waiting to exhale. Yes. Yes, exactly.
Also, don't call me nigga during sex. I get in. I don't like
especially if you white.
If you white, you shouldn't even. First off, ain't no fucking such thing as race, play, slave, master, whatever, bitch. I would kill you. And I gotta be sexually attracted to you if you white, and that's very rare. Very rare. Very rare. Because y'all stink when y'all sweat.
Oh my god, y'all be going.
Made it personal.
Not all of them. No, don't do that. We have some very nice Caucasian people.
White people have a distinct smell when they sweat.
In our comments.
No, they
that
don't.
Our stories do not.
Not Mike.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, have you ever been on the elevator with their ass and you just smell them? Like, it's just like, bro.
No, I haven't.
Like, you don't do this like smell, but it just hits you. Oh, cabbage. Sound. This nigga said boiled cabbage.
The thoughts and opinions of BKE do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Unicorn Straight No Chaser or its creator. Thank you.
It's a smell. Okay.
No, Cardi. Cardi, I forgot.
Oh, wow.
What?
Jason, baby. Jason, I am not listening to him. I know you smell like eggs and Irish Spring, baby. I'm not listening to him.
Yo, why did I think that was fucking King? That's why I think that was T.I. The fucking
Just rise to the cookout. Be good.
Oh, it's hot.
Where the lace front starts with it is just so weird.
It looks like if Joffrey was from Sacramento.
First of all, keep this picture up. First of all, look how far back his hairline is compared to his head. Why is his middle?
Why would he let somebody do that to him?
And he's a ginger. Oh no!
I heard they got that cap out of Tyler Perry's closet.
Somebody be Tyler Perry's closet again.
Oh my God!
The lace
I was
on
about
it
to
is
say,
black.
Cardi, you missed it last night. You gotta go run it back. Curtis was going in on your light skin soap, your Caribbean light skin soap. You gonna have to get retaliations. You were not there.
Oh, that's easy. I watch it. You gotta
get retaliations. Avenge the unicorns.
It's finally good to see the full beard back.
Yeah,
right.
Actually, it is kind of full back.
Yeah.
It only took what 4.5 months.
Yeah, months.
That was a long time. It usually grow back faster than that. What's going on?
I mean, it's been back for like last 3 weeks though. Even before the party was back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't do that shit no more. Don't cut it
That's
down
it.
that low.
I'm gonna book a random weekend in Philly, and I need everything. I need a Cardi party. I need the club that y'all be going to. I need the tent. I need a pool party, not Virgos.
You're not gonna come to the Virgo pool party?
That's a month before my birthday, and I plan on going to Puerto Rico. Feel free to join me in Puerto Rico. Feel free to come to Puerto Rico, please.
Oh.
This is my 35th birthday, and it's on a Saturday. So,
what part are you going to?
San Juan.
San Juan. Trying to think. I'll show you. I'll send you some good places. They got like margaritas in a bucket, and they're real strong for like $15.
Because I told my friends automatically, I was like, we have to do the Bacardi tour because I want to get drunk.
Look, we definitely need to do a unicorn trip at some point.
Let's go.
Are we going to be hoes? Are we going to be hoes? Like, is it like a real unicorn trip? Like, we going to?
Are we going to be? Like, it's what it is.
Is it a hoe trip? Because let me tell you, I want a group hoe trip. Yes, I am a whore. I want a group hoe trip. Like, let's all go to a city and just be hoes. Like, that sounds like fun, don't it?
Now, Roxy is not coming to be hoes. She is an honorary unicorn now. So she's not coming to be a hoe, but she can come and she can do the audio tell.
Yes, and I can watch.
She can watch.
You be a hoe for your husband.
While we in the middle
I'm
of
be up there
position,
like,
Roxy can give us our cup with water. Here's the straw. Take a sip. Replenish.
Yes. Hydration is very important.
Pat our sweat like we in surgery. You know.
You're not gonna pat your own sweat. It's nasty in there. But
and then be like, after she done patting our sweat, smack us on the ass. Good job.
Well, Reba, if you're a unicorn, it's optional to be a hoe. You don't have to be a hoe.
You don't have to be a hoe.
Okay? But if you choose to be a hoe, it is a judgment-free place. Okay, so just know that. All right.
Yeah, you don't have to be a hoe.
You are a unicorn, darling.
Nothing wrong with being a hoe.
There ain't no wrong being a hoe.
At all.
I got my linen short suit set all ready to go.
You get your. Because look, I look. Ever since I found out for sure that I was going to Blur, I've been on my Cardi mode. I was like, hold on, because y'all gonna see these abs at BlurCon. I'm gonna be naked as fuck. Okay, that's a little gut right now, but it's coming.
I ain't got abs, but I'll be recording.
Hey yo, folks,
belly out.
Hungry.
Escaping the Cardi party. I'm finna make it extra. What you mean?
Look, when folks come, they come hungry, they come thirsty, and when they leave full, drunk and high, and probably got a nut off it too. So
let me tell you, everybody would say if you ever hang out and party with me, I am the enabler. Okay, if that's what you want to do, if that's what your heart desired, then fucking do it. And I'm gonna make sure you do it because you deserve to be happy.
Yes,
that's
crazy.
Because I'm the person that just takes it. You're like, take a shot, I'm taking that shot. You tell me to do something, I'm like, might as well. I only live once.
Dry the boat. Let's go. Open that mouth. Let me see how deep that throat is.
You have someone who says it and confirm.
Damn.
Is around.
Carolyn.
I'm ready to tell my story.
You stand right next to me.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Look, anytime there's a party with
all the hurt that I caused.
Anytime there's a party with weed, liquor, and dicks out, I'm there.
So any of y'all that's in the comments that are in Philly, the next time that we do another Cardi party, well, he does another Cardi party, I'll just promote it. That's all I do. I promote.
Let me know months in advance. I will come.
Yeah,
months in advance.
Because I got a plan, you know.
Yeah.
Next trip is BlurCon. That's a pretty penny.
Yeah. So we hit BlurCon and then the pool party after that I can think of at the top of my head, but you know.
Come on, Delaware. I used to spend so much time in Delaware. My uncle was in the Air Force. I should have moved there.
Now, before we start to wrap everything up, do we have any more suggestions for dirty talk? Did you, Carolyn? Did you feel dirty or did it feel good?
Oh, was you the one making people dirty, Carolyn? Which one was it?
It was so bad. It was so good.
Anybody have any last?
You ain't gonna believe though. That much.
You said say that again, Siren.
Any last tips for dirty talking?
Don't call me nigga.
I would say if you want to get into it, practice it.
Yeah.
And don't force it. Try to get yourself in the mood for it, and then explore the space.
And also learn your partner who you fucking at the time, because say what you know they like to hear and what they want to hear, and not what you want to hear you say, because what you want to say may not be sexually appealing to them. So learn who you're with, especially if they are love languages, words of affirmation and shit like that. You know, why you fucking you so beautiful, damn, you good at this, oh I love you, so smart, oh you so wet, oh you so good, oh you so warm, oh I love you, oh my god, damn.
And my addition to that would be to say that while you're giving them head.
Mouth is full.
I get annoyed with that. I get annoyed with that, but I get it.
Why?
Because I'm enjoying the moment and you're talking, I'm not hearing that in my brain. I'm hearing what you're doing. It's too much. Like, why are you talking to me in the middle? Keep working.
I think at least make it muffled.
Jazz say don't talk. Jazz say don't talk with your mouth full. Okay.
Exactly. Enjoy your meal.
Said she got her baked potato ready, and she's just ready for you to add the sour cream.
I don't know what this even means.
Bow.
No, what's the phrase though? If you're talking, if you can have a conversation in the middle of it, then you're not doing it right. If I can hear you.
Don't ask me if you're doing a good job. You can ask me if I like it. But don't be like, am I doing a good job? Don't do that.
Also,
it's not gonna make the pussy dry.
Also, if it's my first time with you, you know, every woman is different. I can't do the same thing with you that I did with the last bitch I ate. So you gotta coach me through that shit. Let me know. Do you like outside pleasure, inside pleasure? Should I stick on the clit? Should I stick on the lips? Should I go in the hole? Like, what do you want me to do? Because every woman is different.
No, I can keep the flow going without talking.
I want to piggyback off of what BK said earlier. Was, you know, I think that it's good to also talk to your partner. Like, y'all can have this real conversation. Find out what they like. What do you want? What type of things you don't want to be said to you? Like, some people don't want to hear you be called daddy. You know, like that's real weird. You know,
I mean, it don't hurt. It help.
Yeah. Don't call me daddy. If I'm with a nigga, I call him daddy, but don't call me daddy.
Well, I think people, they get shy about it or they're not accustomed to it. So I think that's the concern. But that's why I also say, like, go with your gut feeling with it. Do the basic stuff. If there's certain things that need to be tweaked, you do that for the next time. Make sure it's nothing insulting. Never do anything crazy unless you know. Like, again, I'm a primal person. There's certain things you can get away with. But if you say that outside, it's over. Like, I'm fucking you up.
And pay attention.
Exactly.
Pay attention, because at the end of the day, you got to know how to read body language. And if you do something and you see how they body react to it, you either know to continue or not to do it again. Like, pay attention to your partner. Read their body. Like, I know you may be down there with your eyes. Don't close your eyes, because you got to see how they move. You got to see how they react. Pay attention, because at the end of the day, you can tweak that one little thing into something, and it could be turned into something as a non-touching or whatever, but you know how to get to them. Like, I swear to God, pay attention to your partner. Once you found out their erogenous zones, play on that shit.
Right.
Had them crying just like that.
I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all motherfuckers turned me on. I'm right with Rockstar. I'm turned the fuck on. Thank you, all of you.
It's so sublime, like those titties.
I promise you that. BK, stop play with me, all right? You know, I don't typically be looking at you like that. I appreciate you, but BK, don't play with me now.
I'm afraid to bring my friends.
I already told them last night my pussy is the final boss. So
I see. I'm gonna have to warn my friends for BlurCon. I told my friends, I was like, y'all gotta come to BlurCon. They like, we gonna have fun. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, Cardi.
Huh?
Don't play with me.
Snack.
She said her pussy is the final boss. Well, think of me as Genkai. I'm gonna train your ass like
Melina from Elden Ring.
Oh shit! Y'all are ridiculous.
Karen, you're not escaping this either.
Carolyn, shenanigans.
All I can say, if I was there for Carolyn's
Honestly,
birthday,
we are over the limit by like an hour.
That's what I'm saying. I'm ramping it up.
We just acting up.
Yeah, okay.
Oh God.
Who did that?
I am never getting this job back from Jess. I might as well just rock out.
Yo, that tiger don't have no teeth. It's got dentures.
Not Shao Kahn.
He got two.
Yo,
Game Shark did.
Shit. I love y'all. I love y'all in the chat. I love y'all here. First of all, I do want to say, everyone that's in the comments, if it is your first time here, thank you so much for joining us. And I hope that you enjoyed yourself and that you come back again and again and again. All right.
Please come over and over.
That's what she said.
Please come.
Please come. We love when you come.
Please come again and again and again. All right. You can always find us every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all Head Nerds in Charge platforms. If you haven't watched us before, I promise you want to get through your workday, go run it back, okay, on Facebook or YouTube. You definitely will get a fucking laugh, all right?
Exactly.
And you might come.
I forgot this was still in here.
Tonight, somebody is coming because of this stream. I 100% am sure of it. Before and give us some stars, all right?
Please.
We ain't getting paid for none of this shit. If you like what we bring to the table, give us poor struggling content creators some stars so we can afford jizzy nut rags for everyone.
Everybody.
Yay.
I just want to stand at the door.
I know y'all gonna buy y'all a jizzy nut rag.
Yeah.
Everybody need a rag to clean up after, so
I'll just pass them out at the door. Pass them out at the door. Carolyn said, "I got the final Elden Ring boss coochie." Yes, I do. There's a clip. There's a clip from last night on Head Nerds in Charge Instagram of us discussing my final boss pussy with your new co-host BK with Denzel. Yeah, he put the sauce on it. It was funny. It was funny.
Not BBL Jizzy.
BBL Jizzy. Hey, now we gotta get Jizzy at BBL. All right.
I want to thank Roxy for jumping on the stream. You are welcome anytime you want to come over here to Shanann
We
with
love
us.
you, Roxy.
Yes. We love y'all too.
We love you. I was so happy. I was like, yeah, she's coming. Because I know you.
That was a whole surprise. I was like, oh.
Please let the people know where they can find you at.
Yes. So you guys can follow me on Instagram, Foxy Roxy, aka The Voice _38 on Instagram, and also Foxy Roxy on Facebook. I had to think about it. But yep, that's where I'm at.
Yes, follow her to get stimulated. Okay. Jazz.
Getting that good ear pussy.
My other lady, where they can find you at.
I'm Miss Giselle on all social media. If more than likely it's me, add me. I add everybody. For the new podcast, see if you guys can start adding on there because that's going to be awesome and very, very spicy. That's going to be Nymphs of Lore on all social media, and my kinky Instagram page is back up for Obey Miss J if you're into that shit.
Yes, I think I'm following you on everything, but I'll double check.
Yeah.
Devil, where can the people find you at?
They can find me at digital_devil on everything, TikTok, IG, and also King Blackstar on almost every platform that there is a fighting game on, and you'll get your ass whooped. So
King Blackstar sounds like a porn name.
I swear.
It really every time you say it, I'll be like, I know that's a porn name. You ain't slick, nigga.
I mean, I'm holding people in these digital streets, so you know what I'm saying? Get hold out.
Hold out.
And BK Luther King, where can they find you at?
It's BKE for life on all platforms. Please follow me on Twitch and be on the lookout next weekend on June 1st. We're trying to get the last little bit together. Hopefully everything comes together and we premiere on June 1st at the beginning of Pride Month. Tune in to nature. Yeah, man. Look, y'all gonna love it. It's me and Dizelle. I mean, y'all know.
Y'all gonna be hilarious.
Dizelle is fucking hilarious. Yeah, he really was.
Yeah, 2 by
That's terrible.
I had so much fun with him last night.
Y'all might get horny and turned on with it, so you know.
I'm about to listen to some things later.
You know what? You know, I might have to bring Jess on a couple of episodes as a producer. Or is that Cardi? Is that you doing all this?
That's me. That's all.
No,
Right.
it's him.
All right, well then, yeah, we're gonna bring it the Cardi experience, the straight nigga running the back behind the scenes.
Shout out to Chubby Cox in the comments. Chubby Cox, that's his porn name. Brad.
Who?
Brad name is Chubby Cox.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a double entendre because that means the dick is thick or you know what, nothing.
Mm-hmm. He was playing on Chubby Checker.
Yes.
Soft Dom Daddy, where can they find you at?
Oh shit! I actually don't have my thing up for once. Yeah, you can find me at the Cardi Experience on Instagram. Follow me, a whole bunch of cool, funny, and sexy shit on there. So go ahead and do that shit.
Remember, he's not a role model, people. He's not a role model.
Not a role model at all.
I'm a role model, but I fuck models.
That's
I have no tracks. I have. Okay.
And I am at Siren by Night on everything. I'm at Siren by Night on Instagram. I am at Siren by Night on Facebook. On TikTok, I am at Siren_by Night. Okay, make sure you follow me and follow HNIC Network on Instagram. Also follow our HNIC To Be Tuesdays page. You can find me on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be reviewing bad To Be Tuesday movies. Okay, get your popcorn, get your snacks, your sunflower seeds. Come laugh with us, come boo with us, throw tomatoes or whatever the case may be. But we definitely have a good time on Tuesday, so you don't want to miss that.
It'd be lit.
Go to www.headnurseincharge.com where you can find merch for all the wonderful shows on the network. But definitely get your Jizzy the Unicorn t-shirt as well as other merch that is coming. We doing a photo shoot. We doing our little commercial. Like I'm gonna roll it out for y'all. Okay.
Can you imagine coming on that face.
Oh no!
Right in the eye.
Somebody's like yes.
Not in the eye.
Right in the eye. Right in the eye.
In the first.
On the horns.
We also have a lot of great events coming up, so please make sure you are following all the things I've mentioned before so you don't miss a thing. You don't want to miss a Cardi party either, okay? Yeah. Until then, you know, I don't know. Go yell on somebody's dick. I don't know.
Nationwide is on your side. If you ain't seen